It's hard even to go to a concert. You're going to tell your friends, are you going to go to the Skinhead gig?
But you did this. You did this to me. I tell people that all the time. Hey, I love Skinhead. And they go, what are you, crazy? And I go, yeah.
I was like, what do we call ourselves? And of course, all the white power bands have all the clever ones, and you can't go down that road. Like, what's the most fucked up? What's more fucked up than a skinhead, dude? The name even incites rage within people. For better or for worse, here I am. It's Skinhead.
Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How you doing, Bo?
I'm glistening. It is so hot. That's how I'm doing.
I'm glistening for other reasons.
Tell me about it.
It's out of pure joy and excitement because we've got such a fantastic guest today. I'm going to begin by quoting the man of the hour here. Everything is stories. So we're excited today to talk directly to the source, the man who hits the hardest on and off the drum kit, the founder, vocalist, songwriter of Skinhead. Please, everyone, welcome Joshua Long.
Thank you very much.
The crowd's exploding.
Pleasure to be here. Everyone take their seats. No, I appreciate it. Wonderful time, and I'm excited.
All right.
Thank you so much for being here. How you doing? How's the new record going?
Good, wonderful, great feedback. Love the stuff. Kill Yourself, people enjoy. They also enjoy the song about the dog that makes them cry. So we got on both spectrums.
Yeah, I think
we're gonna get there.
The hits for me. I've listened to it all day today to really get in the zone. Was Kill Yourself, Split Checks,
Separate Checks,
and
That's Why They Hate You.
Yeah, that's why. And 45. Those are the ones.
Thanks, man. Yeah, those are good ones.
Are you still personal training?
Absolutely. Coach people. I also manage personal trainers too. So I have a hard time keeping my personal life and my art life and my work life separate. It's you can't tell your boss that you need to take off for a weekend because you have to play a show with your band Skinhead.
That's true.
That's not a cool thing that people enjoy to do.
It's a damn near impossible sentence to say to a regular guy. Do you say it?
Or girl. No, I've never said it.
Have you ever gotten what's the name of the band?
Yeah, luckily I give them Criminal Instinct every time.
Okay, that works.
And it's like dirty enough, it's like, oh, what the heck? Criminal.
It's still believable.
So so like, all right, I'll let it slide, whatever, it's fine. And so that usually gets me a long way. Definitely. You can't say it's hard even to go to a concert. You're going to tell your friends, are you going to go to the Skinhead gig?
Yeah.
At the water cooler?
But you did this. You did this to me. I tell people that all the time. Hey, I love Skinhead. And they go, what are you, crazy? And I go, yeah.
I'm an emotional person. I work off emotion solely. So it was an emotional decision. And I have no choice but to stick to it. I'm also a stubborn person. I've been straight edge for quite some time and refuse, probably out of spite, to ever give that up. So for better or for worse, here I am.
Well said.
It's straight edge. Skinhead.
It is.
That's the name of the band.
Skinhead.
For better or worse, it's Skinhead. Okay, good. Yeah. As it should. I think making it the statement is cool, and owning now the word Skinhead as this is me. This is an extension of me. What are you going to do about it? Is also cool.
Also, I cannot believe there has never, since the 60s, there's never been a band, a oi band, a punk band, any band called Skinhead. Dude, they all have to be like funny, like the Foreskins. Or like they all have to be silly things. I'm like, dude, what about the Thing?
You're Skinhead number one on Discogs?
I have to be. There's never been a Skinhead. I need you to fact check that if you can. I don't want to tell you to do something, but
we'll put it in. We'll put it in after.
I was like, what do we call ourselves? And of course, all the white power bands have all the clever ones, and you can't go down that road because that's fucked up. But call it the Thing, dude. Why are you beating around the bush?
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is going on?
Wow.
I can't believe it.
You fucking got it, man. The real, the original Skinhead, you know?
The original Skinhead. Yes,
the
sir.
final Skinhead. Summer 2018, Skull. You were the first. We're going off the personal training theory.
This is pre-COVID. Yeah.
This is pre-COVID. I think you were the first most jacked guy I ever saw. I ever knew personally. And I remember asking you, well, how did you do this? And you said that you were dealing with a crippling addiction to Mochi. Is that still something you're dealing with? Yeah,
Mochi and boba for sure.
Wow.
It was definitely boba. I had every single walk with my dog, and my girlfriend at the time was my wife.
Marzluf.
We'd pass. We'd walk by this amazing boba place, and you just can't help but poke your head in, smell what they're cooking, and get a big ol', what did I used to get? I used to get a taro, which is essentially a cup this big of non-dairy creamer.
Right.
Mm.
And then taro flavor in chunks. And then you can't get the normal, you got to get the double boba.
Got to get the double boba.
Yeah. And since you're there, get a couple mochis and call it a day. So that was, how
many cows?
That's every walk.
Probably a cool 800. No problem.
Yeah. We don't count cows here. We just keep them. We just charge it to the game and keep it moving.
But you told me your mochi eating technique, which was you go to the store, you tell Candace you're getting a carton of mochi. You get 2 cartons of mochi. One gets eaten on the way home, and then you get to arrive with one carton of mochi, as stated.
It's called a black truth. I am getting mochi.
Yes.
She sees, and we share a carton of mochi. I do not see the fault in that.
Who's getting hurt here? Other than me asking you, oh my God, you're so enormously huge and jacked, and you go, well, it's actually mochi. That's really the only downside.
So, Colin,
it's mostly mochi.
Did this put into your head, as long as I work it off, I can have them half dozen donuts?
No. This was me going wow, I just got skinny, but I want to be as big as Skull here, and this is when Skull officially dubbed me Bones.
Because he was all skin and bones.
Skull and bones. I get it.
He was all skin and bones. Yeah.
Wow.
I think as a coach, as someone who's in like the fitness industry, it is. I had a conversation with Justin from Closed Casket, and I'm like, dude, it's like let me know how I can assist. Like, I'd love to help with any workouts or things like that. And he's like, thanks, but I know everyone in the fitness industry gets like asked questions, and 15% of the people end up doing the thing that you tell them to do. So I'm going to pass. And I go, awesome. However, it's close to 1% of the people, and those 1% do it wrong. And so it is the most miserable cross to bear being a person. So I have a skinny man who lost a lot of weight, Colin, asking me, how do I get so big? If you can't eat the mochi, how the fuck am I going to tell you do X amount of deadlifts or X amount of presses? So once you check the box, okay, wow. Have you been eating you haven't been eating the mochi. Okay. Hey, I'll check in next week, man. It's all good, bro. It's all behavior stacking. It's just subtle. You can't tell someone you're going to eat, lettuce for dinner every day of the week and lose weight. You got to say, you got a water bottle, my bro? You don't? Let's get a water bottle. Let's start drinking water. If you can't do that, what the fuck am I doing here?
Tiny little baby steps towards the mochi. And then
I'm here for success.
Thank you.
Wow.
New Hampshire. Tell me about growing up there. Tell me about finding hardcore punk and community in New Hampshire.
Wow. Yes. Thank you for this question. So, New Hampshire, it is its own state. Mm-hmm. We can all agree on that.
Sure.
Of course.
California, Illinois. But it's essentially a giant suburb of Boston. I lived like 50 driving minutes to Boston. And there was a lot of stuff happening in New Hampshire, kind of. But it was all just revolving around Boston. So you would go into the city, you would drive into the city. But when I was growing up, like the late 90s, early 2000s in New Hampshire, people couldn't get enough grind core. You've heard of this stuff before?
Sure. I'm familiar, deeply familiar.
It's freak shit, dude. It'll go nasty until your head spins. Also like we like Seisha, like weird, like a lot of my friend Tyler, he was in this band called the Farewell Chapter. They fucking ripped a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
New Hampshire, ton of that stuff.
Really?
And then you also had violent, roving skinheads who would just show up in random places and terrify people. So it was quite the juxtaposition in specifically Manchester, New Hampshire, where I grew up, but kind of all over New Hampshire.
A lot of what you just said kind of defines the spectrum of music that you have played so far.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of all that, and now you've landed on the latter, but with the message of the former, kind of, which is a great combo.
Thank you so much.
Who are some specific people that you connected with early on that kind of guided you towards where you'd end up? Like instrumental key figures in your life.
Right.
Yeah, totally. I was friends with just like rough kids. This kid, Jake, who was his dad and brother and uncles were all bikers, like 1% bikers in my hometown. And they loved Alice Cooper. And so we started a band named Fubar that we played. Is it the name that got you?
A little bit.
I like it all. I'm engaged.
I was going to say, who was in the band?
So it was Jake sang. He had gorgeous locks. He had like a blonde part. I had, dude, I would be dead in Chicago right now because my hair, it just curls up with an ounce of humidity.
Oh,
so
dude.
I was never the locks guy. And Jake, beautiful, like Kurt Cobain, dude looked fucking gorgeous. I can swear on here, can I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're all adults, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he was handsome, dude. He sang and played guitar, like Bad Company, like just normal like biker stuff.
Yeah.
Like loved it because his dad and his brother and his uncles. And so I played guitar. Jake played guitar and sang. We had like a kid playing the keyboard. We were all in. Our first show actually was it was called Derry Palooza. You might have heard of it. So it was in Derry, New Hampshire, at the local swap meet. And Common Correct played. Sam Black Church played.
Many such cases. Oh, wow, that's a great gig.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to fact check me on that one too. Sam Black Church shirts were sold by Rick to Life there. I forget if they actually played or not. Yeah, dude, we started with 18 by the Coop Man.
Was it always Fubar, or did you ever call it by fucked up beyond all recognition? It
was always Fubar.
Okay.
It was always Fubar because I think out of the 5 band members, maybe one of them knew what the fuck that was. And that was Jake's dad. And he wasn't even a band member.
That's awesome.
We just called it Fubar. It sounded sick.
Yeah. It does sound sick.
It's a badass name. So
it is
Fubar. I mean, dude, like where I grew up, it's everyone was like mean and mad, and aggressive music was everywhere. And like in 93 and 90, like Rancid was on the radio, like things are happening. So I remember a stepmother's son, I don't know what that would be. I'm not a math man, but he gave me a tape for fourth. It was something, but he gave me a tape that was Strife on one side, I think, and Mudvayne or something on the other. And he's like, check this out, bro. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, this side's sick. This other...
The Mudvayne side?
Yeah, I was like, the Mudvayne side's sick. These other guys are yelling about something I don't know about. No, but it's like things were just around, dude. Like people, like rave culture was still happening in New Hampshire. People were wearing big pants. People were wearing kickwear. And that bled over into like the hardcore metal scene. Like dudes who went to raves and girls who went to raves also were at Converge shows. Everyone was wearing a side bag. Everyone was wearing big pants, jumping up and doing kicks with their feet to applaud the band playing. It was like it was an aggressive style of dancing. But yeah,
we're kind of right back to that now. We're at full circle. You just described the midnight hour.
Yeah, what time frame is this?
I went to my first official show in '98. One King Down played.
And you mentioned being 16, listening to Blitz in a convertible.
Yeah.
Is this around the time where you first also identify as a skinhead?
Yeah, I would say 15, 16 for sure. Yeah.
So that aspect of your life is defined that early, and now it defines you in an artistic way as well. And so much of the Skinhead songs are these like poetic details of violent instances throughout your life. When did that become a regular occurrence in your life?
Just the violence?
Yeah. When does the violence become routine enough for this to just be a Rolodex of stories?
Same old story, yeah.
I mean, junior high, people were fighting. The big thing was I found out really early on that if you just punch the person first, you're probably the winner. And then I found out a little later that you don't even got to punch a guy. You can just hit him with a crazy thing, and then it's over even faster.
Like an object.
And yeah, like a solid object if you want. That was junior high, mostly high school. We had these dude, it was a high school movie. There was the football kids who fucking hated us. It was me and like 20 like punks and skins. They hated us. There was we called them corn kids. This is before like we knew what new metal was, but we called them corn kids.
That's how big corn was.
Yeah.
They were huge.
They defined the whole thing, dude.
Yeah.
They got a street named after them. So the corn kids hated us. Everyone hated us, but the freaks, like the musical freaks, like there was kids, like my friend Derek loved, Small Brown Bike and like stuff like that. Some of my closer friends, we liked, more oi and punk. There was dudes just like, repping, like American Nightmare and Reach the Sky and like more classic, like Bane, stuff like that. But it was just a known that like we are like music people, like punk indie adjacent. So we just like we have each other's backs. All
spectrums rock together versus the football team and
the corn kids.
Corn kids.
Yeah, the corn kids. So you guys were against the corn kids.
I don't know how it started, but they didn't like us. We didn't like them. There was like plenty of meetups, like West Side Story. Yeah,
Rumbles,
dude, it was Rumbles. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I remember the football team tried to get a rumble with us, and we showed up with 20, 30 kids, and they ended up running away, and we like all cheered. It was very strange. It was like a very innocent outcome to like what could have been a horrible, disgusting, terrible incident. Yeah.
Let me ask you the question. Maybe this wasn't always true, but in my eyes and in my life, finding out about oi and like the skinhead subculture specifically, it was way more niche at the time than discovering hardcore through, for us, it was like the Bridge 9 board or whatever, How did you find that specific subculture out of the hard rock thing? And like, what as a 15, 16-year-old, what did the skinhead subculture and like lifestyle mean to you? Like, why did that grab you?
Yes, skinheads are just the most rotten people you could possibly imagine. Truly. It's this like you look at a skinhead and to me they're just like big, mean, like their pants are like cropped in a certain way. I didn't even know how to tailor pants, like they look big with like their bombers, like there's like they just look menacing. And as a kid who my parents were divorced when I was like 6 months old, and like I had alcoholics in my family, and there's drug addiction, and so no shit that I turned to something straight edge that I'm just like, you know what, I can't just moderate my lifestyle. I have to say fuck you to everyone who isn't this, and it's kind of the same thing with like what's the most fucked up, what's more fucked up than a skinhead, dude? You even talked about it 10 minutes ago. The name even incites rage within people.
It's still a dirty word to most people because they don't know.
Yeah, of course.
They don't know the full context. They only know that little context that dirtied it for so long.
Yeah, and it's dude, I grew up in New England. The Bruisers were from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. The Dropkick Murphys, like Do or Die that was everywhere. That album was everywhere. This girl on the bus, I was listening to Operation Ivy and on my CD player, and she was listening to Dropkick Murphys. I'm like, oh, let's do like a trade for a week. And I never gave it back. I was like, you can have that Operation Ivy CD. She's like, I don't want it either. And I'm like, well, no, well, you can throw it away, but I'm keeping the CD. And that fucked me up because I thought on Do or Die, the cover, it's like a bunch of construction workers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, skinheads are just like, they look like my dad. My dad was an iron worker. I'm like, all these guys are crazy looking, dude. I was like, anyone could be a skinhead. I didn't know it was just like a picture because of like art or whatever. But like, these dudes are fucking gnarly.
And do you hear that they're from near here? And then you connect with it even more?
Yeah, definitely. That was like a very special thing. Because if they were from Idaho or whatever, it wouldn't make any sense to me.
This guy could be in the same union as my dad. Not
Absolutely,
only does he look like him.
I've walked those streets, those cobblestone streets downtown, Back Bay. God, we've trenched the same path. Yeah.
When I listen to the current, like what Skinhead has evolved into, it feels like like an intimate look. It's like a personal, intimate look into your diary. It's a collection of stories that nobody can actually relate to. Nobody else has experienced them, but it ends up as a relatable listening experience somehow. What made you want to explore this side of yourself artistically after spending your life playing in bands like Black My Heart, On Broken Wings, Criminal Instinct, Rude Awakening, etc.?
So, funny story about Black My Heart. They were just bad dudes, and they were amazing people. And again, like I was in this band called Drug Test. That was more like youth crewy kind of stuff. I played with like Outbreak for a couple tours. So I was in that scene. And so I remember when I joined Black My Heart, we were playing a show at the Cambridge Elks Lodge in Massachusetts. And I forget what the band was called, but it was a couple of the dudes from, do you guys remember that band Tar Pit?
I know the name.
They were from Virginia, specifically Virginia Beach. And a couple of the dudes were like, yo, they recognized me from the Drug Test days and like, dude, what's up? You in a band? I was like, yeah, we're called Black My Heart. I was like, fuck yeah. And then the dude went to all his friends. There was like 6 of them on tour together. Like, yo, they're all wearing like Minor Threat shirts and shit. And they're like, yo, the drummer of Drug Test is in a new band. It's called Black My Heart. They're like, fuck yeah. We played 30 seconds of the first song, and the look, just the sadness that these men had. Like, I just hung up the dream, dude. I truly betrayed them. And dude, back then, that was a betrayal, bro.
Yeah.
Like bands like, I don't even know, like you like that scene, like that, like Internal Affairs.
Drug Test and Black My Heart in a singular lineup today, nobody would bat an eye. It would be like, oh, great, this is great.
Yeah.
Time.
2004.
Yeah.
That's a mixed bill.
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, totally. So yeah, I mean, so they were bummed, and I don't know, dude. I feel like to answer your question, I mean, I've written a little bit. I had that project Sisters a little bit. Like I think, and also the demo to Skinhead. That was my feeling at the time. That was what I felt. The self-title after that. That is how I felt. The record before this one. That is how I felt. So I'm just expressing what I'm feeling. I'm an emotional man. Like I told you, I go purely off emotion. And so this is where I am.
Were you always writing? Like even when you were young, did you journal or did you write in any creative way?
No, I thought reading was for bozos, and mostly
now
because
you're the reading guy, dude.
Now I'm the man who reads. That's how they know me.
Yeah. Wow.
No, dude, because like in school, you get all these books, and they're like, all right, what's the purpose? Like what's the theme behind? And I was like, I don't know. It was cool when like, the sister peed off the, thing with the brothers or whatever. That was from To Kill a Mockingbird. Uh-huh. And they're like, no, this is about power. And I'm like, whatever. I don't know what it's about then. Or like poetry when like, because dude, Robert Frost was from New Hampshire, and still reading his poetry. I'm just like, what is this guy talking about? And it makes me so mad because there is poetry that makes sense to people, and you can read something and you're just like,
100%,
wow.
dude.
Yeah.
And then, dude, you want me to talk about like Robert Frost walking through a path and like seeing a bush and be like, well, the price of Oats brand was 60 cents on the dollar back then. So what he's actually referring to It's like, that doesn't, fuck off.
Poetry doesn't have to be haikus. It can be about kicking a fat skinhead down the stairs.
For sure. Yeah.
That's a fact.
And, yeah, the first shows that I've ever played in Skinhead, and even, I mean, I don't know one show that we've played that I didn't just like laugh on stage, because I'm like, God, you guys like this? What's wrong with you guys? You are hearing what I'm saying and you're excited about this? I was like, this is great. I'm glad I'm here to say it then.
I like that. So the demo, the Fuck Fake Skins, the first release, that was recorded in a single day. Is that true?
Yeah, everything.
Wow. You want to tell me about any stories that come to mind about these songs and the people who inspired them?
I mean, yeah, there was a real dude in Idaho who,
was just really rude.
Very a rude man. Yeah. Black Mar was playing a show in Idaho, and this kid came up and he declared his space. He did one of these in the middle of the pit. And I don't know what it was, but he wasn't happy with us. And then whatever happened after, and I wrote a song about it.
Just don't be rude and you won't be in one of these songs, you know?
Dude, yeah. Extreme rudeness, I do not like. Hurts me.
Well,
I'm trying to be a chill dude. Yeah, it hurts me inside.
The Skinhead EP was up next. Also a single day.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 shots. Done. RSVP, there's a line that says, fuck your plants.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how the fuck your plants line came to be?
Yeah, living in Boston, you're going to a lot of house parties. People got plants. Something happens. Someone wants to say something, and all of a sudden maybe a plant goes somewhere or plant disappears.
Are you writing the music as well?
Yeah, so I'll write all the music, all the lyrics, and then just go to Taylor and say, I have an idea.
Yeah.
And then he conceptualizes. Yeah. Give me a day of your time.
Yeah.
And that's why, I mean, that's part of the reason why I love Taylor so much, is because he just gets it. Kind of like Martine with like graphic design stuff. You can kind of just say a thing and he's like, oh, like this. You're just like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's better than I thought. Martine and Taylor are very similar in the facts that they're very easy to explain. Hey, here's this convoluted idea I have. Holy shit, you just made it real.
Taylor also talks sense into me. Cause dude, like being a one-man band, like, yeah, I like overthink things and freak out. I mean, the last record we wrote, I recorded like 3 vocal tracks, and then I think I was texting him for probably an hour and a half, being like, let's just scrap the whole thing. I'm going to change my name. I'll probably move to Kansas. Let's, and he's like, we could just sleep on it. I think they sound pretty good. I'm like, all right. But
I feel like the first time you did the like speaking double layer vocal, it was the first time I noticed it, and I really like that. So you should do that more.
I'll do it more.
Thank you.
Did you play drums as well?
Yeah, so I just go in there and play drums, then I pick up a guitar, play the guitar parts, and then I pick up a bass and the bass, and then I do the leads, and then I sing. And I asked Taylor if he wants lunch, and of course he does, and we get lunch, and then I drive home.
Wow.
What's Great White Hut or Panda Express over there?
Nah,
Great White Hut's pretty good.
Yeah, it used to be burritos at the old pit, and I think it's been Jimmy John's at the new pit.
Jimmy John's.
It's by necessity. It's just like what's near there.
Okay. The Italian nightclub, I think, is one of the great American accessible sandwiches, but I didn't know that he had access to that. So
I believe, is it Jimmy John's or Mike's? Is it
might
Mike's?
Be a Jersey Mike's. Might be a Jersey Mike's. Might be a JM's.
I love JM. No problem there.
Yeah. Both of those are just nothing places to me. So just like you eat a sandwich and then you leave. You pay the guy first and then you leave.
Yeah. Right. Homesick, I think, is a song that's where you kind of really started to experiment with, like, I think I'm just going to really speak some feelings over some guitar. I don't even need drums. What made you not want to put drums on these 2 singles? I do think it made these 2 songs stand out so much that they shock me every time. And the Homesick is so beautiful. I really like that. Hearing this happen in real time in the discography, like really made the future of Skinhead click for me tell me about this song, please.
Yeah, my friend Ted passed away, and luckily, I mean, I'm surrounded by beautiful people, and we can all openly talk about our feelings, and no one was having a good time, and no one was in our close friend group. No one was able to kind of express, you know, like our sorrow and like this sudden shock. Because, dude, like in our late 30s, you know, like losing a friend is completely insane. Yeah. And unfortunately, it's happened a lot, whether it's, you know, drugs or just, you know, like suicide or something. And I wanted to help his sister out because, like, yeah, someone passes away and it's sad, but also there's logistical challenges, man. There's like funerals and there's costs. And my friend Ted passed away in, it's the same place that Chet Baker died. Amsterdam. He died in Amsterdam. And so to physically get his body back to, you know, Ottawa, where his family was, like, and so a part of it was just me just needing to talk about that. And a part of it was just, let me put out 100 tapes and I'll send all of the proceeds to her. Should have done 10,000 because, you know, 100 tapes went in like 40 minutes, but
4 seconds.
but either way, dude, I think, I don't know. Again, talking to Taylor conceptually helps a lot. Dudes like bands like the Lemonheads or like Jay Mascis, and like you can do full band stuff. Even like Bob Mould. Like I saw Bob Mould open for Patti Smith. This is probably like 2018 or something. It was fucking awesome, dude. And he was just him with a guitar, but he was doing Husker Du songs. He was doing his solo stuff. He was doing Sugar. I was like, damn. I was like, I would love to be in a place where I can do stuff just like a man and a guitar, or do stuff like as a band. Like it's, so I don't know. A lot of that had to do with it, but it was mostly, I'm very sad about my friend not being here anymore. And I'm very sad that, things come up and I desperately want to tell my friend these things that happened to me. He was getting me he grew up in Manchester with me, and he was getting into jiu-jitsu like in 2004, 2005. And when I got my black belt, Jesus Christ. When I got my blue belt, I was like, if Ted knew that 20 years later, after he was just calling me a coward for not wanting to fight people in a gym, that I would be getting a blue belt, he would just be, you know, beside himself. And just that feeling of, like, there's nothing you can do. Your friend is gone. There's nothing you can do. So I just needed to tell, you know, my friends mostly who knew Ted, this is how I feel. All of them all of them, you know, felt the same way, which was nice, and kind of celebrated it. And also just reminding people that if you have friends and family who are going through a hard time and you don't say anything, that's a part of your fault, man. If they're not there anymore, you have to. Yeah, it is completely your responsibility as a friend, if you truly love someone, to have hard conversations. Maybe sometimes not even maybe cut them out of your life if that's what they need at the moment. You know, like there's plenty of friends where they were going through terrible things, and I just had to accept. I was like, cool, my friend's gonna die. There's nothing I can do. So yeah, it was something that I just felt like I really wanted to do, and I just wanted to try to heal that. And yeah, helped a little bit. The only terrible thing is a lot of people like that song, and so I've had to play it live twice, and that's probably the worst thing I could possibly think of.
Yeah, but I do think awful, that, dude. Yeah, I mean, but that's like why this works. You embrace the vulnerability while being called Skinhead. And all these songs are like these grand opuses where you talk about this cast of characters. You know, you got Joby and Erik and Brendan and Kyle in the songs. And on the new record, you're reflecting how all these other people that you'd like to talk about are not all here anymore, while you're talking about smashing bottles on people's heads and stuff. And that's the complete package of Skinhead, and that's what sets you apart. And it's
get a little bit of everything.
So real, and that's
the authenticity is like impossible to fake, you know.
Yeah,
which is kind of redundant to say, but it's true, you know. just in the nature of the music itself, and for people who know you, you know.
It makes it fun too, because all the old, like the classic oi bands all have these guys they just talk about. These vague first names that you hear and you're like, who was Little Jimmy, dude? He sounds crazy. Yeah. But your Little Jimmy is Joby, and that's fun for me.
Yeah, it's great. It's better if you know the people.
Oh, it's a blast.
Definitely. Yeah.
Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Debut LP. Tell me about creating this record, the difference between setting off to make a bigger record and the stories that made it come to life.
I still think I could have done everything in a day, and I'm kind of mad at Taylor that he didn't let me just blast it out. But it took like a day and then lyrics the other day, which I'm still sour about. But yeah, dude, it's after everything I record, I go, great, I'm never gonna write any other Skinhead anything ever again. And then maybe 30 seconds later, I go, and I'm like, that actually sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
Let's put some lyrics over this thing. Yeah, fucking kill yourself. And then and then it turns into a song, and I'm like, fuck, man, I have 6 songs. This is insane. And then
2 more, I'm done.
Yeah, right.
I'm done. This is almost 20 minutes. I can't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, you got some bangers on that one. You got some hard ones, some soft ones, some nice ones. And again, the Out of the Gang Tro, like I talk about my dog who at the time was here, and she's like, we had to put her down last February. And so I'm like, dude, Beatrice, my love. Yeah, she was a wonderful lady. But dude, like playing, everyone likes the song. Like I love it. And I'm just like, yo, I got to sing about straight up my dead dog. Yeah. Every goddamn playing drums is so much easier.
Oh yeah. People don't get that, man. You can't lie when you're singing.
Right.
No.
If you're not telling the truth, you're ruined. And if you are telling the truth too hard, you're extra ruined because these words are hard to sing sometimes.
Not okay, dude. Yeah. I didn't think that over. I don't think I got some sad ones on the newest one. I don't know what I'm doing, dude.
You do. I'd say that has the grandest collection of sad per minute is really on this newest one. Can you tell me about your grand idea for a music video that wasn't able to happen?
Dude, I thought that would have been amazing. I thought that would have been fantastic. It was for the first song on that record, Welcome Back. Let me set the scene. Okay. Yeah, it's a close up on a man's face. Starts to zoom out. You notice that he's in the woods, daytimes in the woods. This man's wearing a balaclava. This man is walking towards a home. Okay. In the window of the home, this man is just standing at the door, casual, balaclava. In the window of the house that this man is in, it's in the middle of the forest. This house, there is these 3 people laying down, watching television. Song starts. First line, knock, knock. Whatever the next line is. The man in the balaclava kicks the door open. As the man kicks the door open and walks through the door, the camera's panning out. They see this man, and 50 interpretive dancers wearing just bright blues and purples and pinks come exploding through the door. The man is singing the song, yelling at the camera, talking about it. People are interpretive dancing all around you. The people on the ground that were watching TV are getting brutalized, the TV. And then it gets to the end of the song, all 4 walls of the house collapses, and you realize, wow, they're just there's no one around. They're in the woods. And then we all just look at the camera as it slowly starts to rise into the heavens.
Whoa.
I feel like it's not too late.
That was the basis of it. It didn't come to fruition because of it was hard to get 50 interpretive dancers. I found 15.
Yeah.
Like good, like learned interpretive dancers.
They were from a school. A dance school.
Dude, you could make 15 look like 50 on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Dylan, he was open to direct it, do all this stuff. It was just a big to-do.
Yeah.
It was a big to-do.
I got you.
you know, a lot of
again,
production.
this record is so full of other grand poetry, such as "Easy Come, Easy Go." Your friends are all pussies. Tell them I said so. Which, like, if somebody just said that is poetry to me in elementary school, think about how different our lives would be.
You would love, but yeah, you'd be a little poet.
I would have started so much earlier. So Skull, thank you for inspiring the fourth and fifth graders today are all going to hear this and really change their shit. I love the Why Me, Why Not cameo from one Kyla Young.
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know that voice anywhere.
Yeah, I do anyway, for sure. Kyla, also the queen of dupes. Man, I have this $50 dish soap that I use that smells like a tomato vine. She put me on to this $5 a bottle, smells like the exact same thing. She is like a true gem of a person. And yeah, she's unbelievable.
She put you onto the chocolate candle from Trader Joe's?
Not that one yet. I don't know if I can do chocolate.
That one's it's too extreme. It's maybe her one flaw.
Okay. I used to go to the pit and use the restroom, wash my hands. Every time I would have to go, what is that? What is that soap? And honestly, dude, every time she would go, from Target. I go, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And then I would get that soap. If I show you my closet right now, I have 4 of the refill bottles of one specific soap that she had. Of
this Kyla tomato soap.
She's amazing. No, this was a different one. The tomato soap, this is dishwashing soap.
Gotcha, yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic.
So the song Fat Skin has this incredible detailed shout out to Erik Scandalous in the end that I love so much. Can you tell me about meeting Scandalous and your description of him at the end of this song? 108 pounds, sopping wet, really gets me.
I think, I don't know if this is all friend groups, but the more you love someone, a lot of the times that means the more you can, how you say, take the piss from them, if you will.
Take the piss, yeah.
Yeah. So, the first time I met Erik, I was in Black My Heart. We drove to, we were doing a tour. We ended in LA. Erik was living in LA. He opens the van door and he goes, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And looks at me and I'm like, "Oh, I'm just like, I'm the dude in the band." And he goes, "Where the fuck are you from?" I was like, "Oh, I'm from New Hampshire." He goes, "The last guy I met from New Hampshire, I kicked the fuck out of." And then did his Erik laugh. And I was like, "What is this guy? What's this guy all about, dude? This is your friend?" And then he turns to our singer. He's like, "Yo, I'll let you guys stay in my house, but like, I don't know these fucking guys." And just only pointed at me like I was guys. and he's like, "These guys can sleep in the fucking van." And I'm like, "I'm the only other guy." And then he looked at me. He's like, "You know what I'm saying, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not sleeping in my fucking house." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool, man. It's all right. Can I use the restroom?" So that was the first time.
How much later until you guys are chums?
Probably 6 hours. Yeah.
My favorite things about Scandalous are when you hear somebody's having something bad happen to them, and Erik is there telling them that they're ugly as well.
Yeah, he is not a good person.
Ugly.
Yeah,
but he's
not a good person. Yeah. Again, dude, like straight edge. I think I'm just friends with him out of spite because I'm like, dude, I can't not be friends. Just stubborn, you know. I just can't not be friends with this guy at this point, you know. So there was my friend Josh Hines had a club in Haverhill.
Yes, he did.
And he was throwing a show, and there was like beef. This is way before me or any of my friends were like familiar. Well, not familiar, but like friendly with any of the Boston people. Mm-hmm. We were from New Hampshire, and there was like a weird thing where, hey, you can't throw a show. And Josh was like, "I'm actually just going to throw it anyway." And so dude showed up, sold out show. I think it was Slapshot or something. And dude showed up. I walked outside to be like, all right, I guess we have beef. I saw a tiny Puerto Rican man wearing the largest gang hat I've ever seen in my life. It looked like those oversized Dodgers hats. Yeah, the brim was impossibly flat. It looked like Earth. That's how flat it was. It was impossibly flat. And he was wearing a Canada Goose jacket with the fur. This is 2000 again, like 3, maybe 4. Dude, like it was insane. So that was the first time I saw him with my eyes, and then I met him maybe 3 years later, and get introduced in the van of That's Erik.
And everything was okay with the Haverhill show after all? Was this Anchors Up or is this pre-Anchors Up?
This is pre-Anchors Up. There was a club called Exit 23 in Haverhill, and then Josh took it over, and it was called New Direction. Okay. Then after New Direction came Anchors Up. Yeah.
What a place.
Yeah, it was a cool time, dude. I'm thankful. I'm a loser. I have the worst luck. Don't laugh at that. I have the worst luck with I'm
laughing because you told me not to. That's but you're gonna give me the chuckles. All right,
dude. I have the worst luck with like guessing. Like I would go. In my hometown there was a Strawberries Music, which is like a CD by CDs and whatever. Okay. And I would go to like the punk and the hardcore section, and I'd be like, "Sick, Biohazard. Let me get this record." And it's just like one of the duds. Oh, like, what the fuck is this? And then my first Vard. Dude, it was one of the songs was like, "Welcome to the Rat Race." People, and I was like, "What in the hell?" Not okay. It was not okay. Whatever it was.
No, Bobby Hamble. It wasn't the same.
And so, same with like Strife, dude. I bought the what is it like?
Anger Means.
No. Well, I did buy Anger Means, but Truth Through Defiance. I think it was Truth Through Defiance, the one that had all the live shit and like the. I just was like, I wasn't picking the ones. Yeah, I was like, this guy's yelling and they're aggressive, and so I'm so thankful for all of my friends who just knew what the fuck was up. Like Josh Hines, I remember he came up to me. We were at a show in Manchester. Righteous Jams played, and he's like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Nothing." He goes, "You like them?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay." And I was like, "This dude's like putting a spot on me. This dude's like that." I was like, "That was a test." And so I had to watch. I was like, "Well, what do you like, man?" And then he was a huge youth crew guy, so we bonded over like 10-yard fight and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm so thankful for all my friends around me, because I was hearing about bands from friends. I was hearing about bands from people playing CDs in cars and be like, "Who's this? Menace? Oh, sick." And then just having to remember it because iPhones are not real, and writing things down with a paper and pencil. That's like serial killer shit. Like what kind of 15-year-old is going to do that? So I just have to be like,
writing Menace.
Yeah, dude, with an anarchy sign and like Bart Simpson's skull. Yeah. Wow. So it's, I'm so thankful for all my friends. So yeah, Josh, thankfully had a couple venues, and we thankfully could, commit horrible crimes of assault within these walls and know that the owner isn't going to call the cops. So it was awesome, dude.
Anchors Up was unbelievable. Got to play there a few times. Probably the hottest experiences every single time I was ever in there. Chris puked while playing drums. Pretty sick. But what a place.
Josh, as a guy, just like one of the most, what a warm presence, Yeah.
Yeah.
I always felt so comfortable with whatever he was booking, so inviting. Great guy. Miss him. Excited to hear the new band.
Oh, yes. I'm excited too. First show is in December. I'm excited for it too. What's it called? It's called Recollection. Got some bangers on it. If you like good songs.
This is you and Josh back together.
Me and Josh finally back together. I'm playing guitar and doing backup singing, and Josh is singing. The first time I went over to Josh Hines' house, he looked at me and goes, "More?" And I go, "What?" We're in his kitchen. He goes, "More?" And I go, "I don't understand." He goes, "Dinty?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "Dinty Moore?"
Timor, yeah.
And I'm like, what does that mean? And then he pulls out a can of Dinty Moore
stew?
Beef stew. Yeah. And he goes, "Would you like some soup?" And I went, "Yeah." And we've been friends ever since.
Perfect.
He's an amazing person.
Love him. Tell me about rounding out Skinhead with a live band. After grinding out this solo project, how do you round out this rotating cast of characters here?
Well, I thought I would have to beg my friends to play, but luckily they heard it and they were pumped. to play. So the first show we had, I think it was Frank Martin played. I just kind of asked people that were around. So I'm like, hey, I got this thing. You want to hear it? And you want to play guitar? It was like I was asked him to the prom. It was like super weird, dude. Cause like no one helped me write this. I just wrote a thing and I'm like, you guys like this thing? And it was super weird and humbling. And luckily people liked it. So we had my boy Joby, had to have him in, had to play. Can't play a lick of bass. At the time specifically, couldn't play a lick. So we had to get my friend Poops on the back bass.
Aha.
It's a great video. Here it is. He looks like he's playing so well.
Yeah, that's movie magic there. Yeah, but Poops is on the back bass, holding it down for us.
The back bass.
And it was awesome. And also, dude, the band is called Skinhead, so fuck you. That's kind of like the attitude. My friend Ted, who passed away. I mean, the New Hampshire, the state motto was "Live Free or Die." And when Ted was alive, I used to go visit him in Montreal. He was a tattoo artist, and he gave me this tattoo. It looks like it was done with a crayon because he was so terrible at tattooing at the time. It just says "Live Free or Fuck You," and that's kind of how all of my friends have acted, no matter what state, no matter what city we were in. So who's to say we can't have 3 guitar players and 2 bass players?
You should.
Fuck you.
First,
you know?
Live free or 2 guitars and 2 bass. 3 guitars, 2 bass.
Right.
4 guitars, 2 bass?
I don't know.
Coming soon. You, Skinhead played live in the Mayans series finale. Can you tell me about how that came to be? And I know for a fact Josiah was plugged in for that.
He came and he conquered and he ripped it, dude. He got private lessons. I think Taylor and dude, Josiah just shredded it. He learned the entire song on 1 string.
Nice.
He shredded it, dude. Yeah. So being bad, being a loser, being bad at picking out music helped me in movies, because if you go to Blockbuster and go to like the 50 Cent horror movie section, you can't go wrong.
100%.
So I would pick whatever one is the weirdest one. And so a lot of my younger friends and friends who were into punk and metal and all that stuff, we would bond over just like shitty B movies. I had a death metal band called the Sons of Sheetar that was off this movie Blood Diner. It was like the demon that like they were building. This is in like high school, and we're just obsessed with movies, trauma films, and like just fucked up movies. And so every movie, dude, if they would have like a band or a punk band, we would be sitting in Manchester, New Hampshire, being like, dude,
who is
how does that happen?
Yeah,
like this is crazy. And we had like Valley Girl. There's like every single like perfect shitty movie. For the most part, it has like a band at a bar or whatever.
And there's like always some cool explanation to how they got that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. The director bought coke from the bass player, and then he brought him in or whatever it was. Yeah. Cannibal Corpse with like Ace Ventura. Like, dude, all this shit, dude. We're just like, dude, being in a like you made it.
Yeah.
Kind of find out that's not the case, but Elgin was directing and writing all of Mayans. He came from Sons of Anarchy and started this thing on his own. And he'd heard some of the stuff. Erik hooked it up too, and they were filming the final season. So Elgin was just like, how do we, cultivate this feeling of, this show? And so I got a call saying that Elgin wants to put your song in one of the episodes. And I freaked out and said, absolutely no. What's the money? Talk to my lawyer. Then they gave me an offer I can't refuse. So I said, absolutely, let's do it. And then it kept molding. Like at first it was like, oh, we're just going to put it in
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be at a thing. And I'm like, all right, that's awesome. And then they're like, actually, there's another scene where we want you to be the backing band. And I was like, what's the scene? Okay, so it's a white power biker group. And I'm like, perfect. Sign me up. But dude, it's like this pinnacle. I haven't watched the show, but it's this pinnacle scene of like the Mayans coming in and just fucking murdering people. It's
while you're like playing.
I'm yelling in a thing. Jovi's riffing. Josh James, like all the dudes, Aldo, everyone's playing. People are getting murdered. Mexi is beating a man half to death with a baseball bat. This dude, like the first thing they do, they walk in the show. People turn around and a guy gets his head blown off. It was pretty awesome, dude. It was really cool. What I didn't know is that was maybe like 15 or 20 seconds long, and I was there for 13 hours.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
that's how it goes.
Yeah. So
well, they used the live audio of you playing in the show. It's not the recorded
cool.
song. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Wow.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was cool. And dude, to be like, yeah, it was a dream come true, because I was like, I'm finally a shitty band in like a show or a movie. This is awesome. Like a bunch of our friends were extras. I think Vic was wearing he was in like a punk gang. He was wearing a vest that said the fucking assholes. That was their like, yeah, it was awesome, dude. And just like all the fake posters, you know, because it was a real bar, but they set it up as a fake bar in a real bar. And it was just like, the High Voltage is playing tomorrow night. And so it was awesome. Fake beer cans. It was cool.
Kind of reminds me of the Green Room death metal band that plays before.
Dude, they're so good.
They're so awesome, and they're just like, what was it? We talked to them about it.
We looked. Like, we got to go back to that episode and look it up. But dude, the band was incredible, and they're hard as shit, and they're not white power,
and they're not white power. Yeah,
thank God.
So it's all good.
Yeah, there's a band Dino Lee that plays in Blood Diner. And he's just a sick freak, dude. The guy's absolutely insane. His pompadour is like 4 feet tall. But yeah, he was the backing band in Blood Diner while they were having like a blood seance, and like people were freaking out. And I never will either. Lord willing.
Pardon this interruption. This episode is brought to you by Mad Vintage.
Boy, is it ever.
That's maddvintage.com. Every band we talk about on this show, damn near every week, you can find 20, 30, 40 years old sitting waiting for you on maddvintage.com.
He's got everything from punk, hardcore, metal, hip hop, wrestling, movie stuff.
That's right.
He's got it all.
And listen, some of these shirts have survived for so long in single owner households. If you let us buy them, we're going to cut them up and do God knows what to them.
Look at this.
So you need to save these shirts. They're sitting waiting for you to be saved on maddvintage.com. Madball, Agnostic Front, anything else that people from Madball and Agnostic Front were in, you can find on maddvintage.com. So please act fast. Mm-hmm. But if you use code HardLore15, you're going to get 15% off.
And that might not sound like a lot. Go on that site. That's going to add up for you.
It's going to add up. Okay. So quit dicking around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also keep in mind that if you catch Luke, Mr. Mad Vintage, at any fests that are happening, he was at Tie Down, he was at the Rumble, he was at that Hellfuria Fest now that just happened. Hellfira. He's looking to buy, he's looking to sell, he's looking to trade. Talk to him, reach out to him through the Instagram. You never know.
Just send him a message.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very nice guy. Mm-hmm. He's got good stuff. This episode is also brought to you by AG1.
I heard some very exciting news about AG1, Colin.
Honestly, it's revolutionary. Not only is AG1 the first thing we do every single morning, 1 scoop of little green powder, couple 12 to 16 ounces of cold water, you shake it up, you suck it down, empty stomach, and you've got all your daily probiotics, prebiotics, all the biotics you need. But coming soon, in late August, AGZ.
AGZ. What could AGZ be?
AGZ is a nighttime drink designed to support restful, restorative sleep with clinically studied adaptogens, herbal extracts, and key minerals. And get this.
AGZ will be available in chocolate mint, and mixed berry flavors.
That's right. Different flavors. AG1 is no longer one flavor fits all. Okay. And they're just looking out for your well-being. They want you to feel better. They want you to sleep better. They want you to live better.
Imagine starting and ending every day with AG, A to Z.
They should pay us for this. Go to drinkag1.com/hardlore and get started on your health journey today. So Out of the Gang, let's go back to the record here. Out of the Gang opens with "We beat so many cases." Is there any concern documenting these alleged incidents via your art?
I think the main word to focus on is art.
Art, yeah.
Right.
I love
So
it.
fucking prove it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You beat him, you know?
And also the cases are done. Like, what are you going to
Yeah.
bring up old
You
shit?
beat 'em.
Like, they're done, bro. The judge has rung his gavel and I am allowed to move on.
Outstanding.
But also, dude, it's like, there's like glory in winning fist fights, but also sometimes having to rely on people and having to be the person that people rely on fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And that song in particular, I felt like I kind of portrayed how it kind of sucks to like have like so many friends that you love unbelievably, just like have this sickening deep love for someone that you're like, I love my wife and like my son is the coolest dude I've ever met. And I have a house in South Orange County. I will murder you if you ever say that to my friend. You know, there's also like this weird fucked up thing in my brain. Hopefully I never get in trouble in my life. Hopefully I never throw a fist again at a man's face.
Agreed. But you tackle this topic very earnestly, where I would have to imagine even your friends that you're talking about would hear that and go, we understand.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. We
Thanks,
love you
man.
too.
Hey, thank you very much. I love
Back
you both.
in the Gang. The closing track on this record, this is where I think you've done something. You've really cracked the code on a new type of art here.
I'm onto something here.
You document the story of losing your virginity and so much more while literally narrating a spoken word story over punk music. What inspired this? Can we expect more of this? This is fun to hear every time.
Yeah, I mean, just youth is so fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Straight up, I'll never forget that girl that my friend got a blowjob from. Her Tupac t-shirt, it was like, I don't even know where, like, I don't think Spencer's had Tupac t-shirts back. Like she got it from someone. Like it was such a small thing, but it said so much about this individual girl that it always stuck to me. And it being summertime, like the whole story is true, but it being summertime and the wind, like I will never forget this day for the rest of my life. There was like this cool summer wind breeze, and it was truly like a hurricane. And it was golden hour, you see your friends like you've never seen them before, like physically. Yeah. And the excitement inside being like, dude, Brian's going to get his dick sucked. This is fucking crazy. Like I've seen Channel 76 of like the blurry things. And then all of a sudden it has a tit on it.
Yeah.
But like this dude's going to witness it in real life. Wow.
So this is a lucid experience of you in real time realizing you're witnessing a memory.
Yeah.
And years later would write it into this beautiful story over punk music.
Over punk music.
I gotta hear more. I need more of these stories in this format. If you've got, I know you've got some. So
I got a couple. Yeah, I got a couple.
Are Ryan and Chris still alive? You seemed unsure at the end of the story.
They are actually dead. They're long dead, apparently. I'm one of my friend's wives. This is I went back. I don't know why all this stuff we're talking about death and murder, but my aunt passed away in May, and so me and my wife and my son went back to New England to go to the funeral and spend time with family. And I played a Skinhead set, just me and a guitar. I sang a bunch of covers and did some original stuff. It was super fun. And my friend's wife was talking to me, and she's like, "Wait, where did you grow up? What junior high did you go to?" And I was like, "Oh, I went to Gilbert H. Hood Middle School." And she's like, "I did." I'm like, "I did." She's like, "When did you graduate?" And I was like, "This." She's like, "That we were." Wait a second, were you and Fubar? And I was like, "Yeah, holy shit!" Whoa, so she dated the bass. She dated the bassist of Fubar, and I was like, "Holy shit, man!" And so I we were rifling through people, and I was like, yeah, and this person, she's like, yeah, he's dead. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I know Stefan killed himself. And she's like, yeah. And then what about Ryan? She's like, Ryan OD'd like 8 years ago. I was like, what about Chris? Oh yeah, they're dead. They're
suburban
dead.
New England, baby.
Dude, people can't get enough opioids. It's
they
like,
can't, man. It's the only thing to do.
It must feel awesome,
dude. I've been saying that for
how many
years.
times? Yeah, how many times have you said that? That's
it's got to be this. This is like the true, like the Edge trifecta brain speaking. You know, of just like it has to be so awesome. I never want to know.
You have to respect your enemy. You know,
100%. Dude. Like if they're what they're willing to give for a second of joy, it's got to be awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
What a beautiful day. What a record as well. Tell me about putting this together. Tell me about the stories that come to mind in writing it. You say every time you finish a Skinhead song, you swear you're off. You're done with it. You're off the stuff forever. And then you get this beautiful 9-song record that everyone I know is in love with. How did this come to be? Tell me about putting it together.
Yeah, I mean, after I recorded the last record, I was just like, that's it, no more. I was like, let me do something else. Like, I can't do this again. This is really great. People like the spoken word thing. Like, what am I going to do? Write another record with a spoken word song and then a nice song and then a kill your enemy song self. And I was like, what about yourself?
Yeah. We got to do something different.
We got to, yeah. This is all about yourself now. So, I was just, I don't know. There's something inside me. It's like this. It's this driving force. If I don't create something, photos or writing something or music, it's mostly music. Like I just feel not good. I don't feel okay. I feel like, I think if I had a better mom, I would have probably learned how to deal with my emotions better. But thankfully, I found punk and hardcore music. So I'm always writing. I just have a guitar on GarageBand. My friend Pat from Different Outfit from an Outfit for an Autopsy?
Yeah.
Or is it from an autopsy?
For.
You fit him for the autopsy.
Yeah. They are fit as fuck for that autopsy.
Dude, straight up. The Pat looks awesome, by the way. He's amazing, dude.
He's Slenderman.
Looks great. He was talking to me. I forget what record came out, and he's like, dude, these songs are great. And I was like, yeah, write them on this thing. And I held up like a $69 like Squire like whatever, and he's like,
iRig, the Squire app.
The iRig.
He's like, you're not doing that, bro. Yeah. And then so he hooked me up with a Strat, and I'm like, hey, this does sound better. This is cool. And so I wrote most of that record on that, and I'm always just creating, and I just have these. You hear comics talk about it, where it's like I have a premise, and then all of a sudden, just like magic. It just comes to you.
Wow.
That's kind of what happens to me is, I'll just in my head, I'll like hum a thing. And then I'm just like, oh, it should go like this. And then I'll just pick up my guitar and go and just play something, and that'll turn into a song. And then actually that song might just get butchered up, and that's 3 separate songs that I kind of branch off of. And, so yeah, it sucks. I think Neil Young, I heard a quote from him, and he's like, if you got it, you got it.
It's my favorite quote. I love it. Give it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say?
Yes.
Neil Young said, if you have, I'm going to paraphrase, if you have the gift, if you have like a gift of music, and you don't give into that gift, like if the moment strikes you, and you do not act on that, you're doing your gift a disservice. You're throwing your gift in the trash. That can't be the same quote that you.
I just LeBron'd you because I've never heard that quote in my life. That's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying. Mine is, if I knew where the good songs were, I'd go there more often.
No, I don't care about that one.
I love that one. That's like, give me time. I don't know. They got to find me. I can't go find them.
Yeah,
don't always work that way.
I'm also not a guy who just writes, 40 songs a day because, like, I gotta write, man. Like,
same.
Who said that? Bob Dylan? Was that your boy, or was that Bob Dylan? Where he's like, I gotta write I got to get all the bad ones out of the way. Remember that's Tom Petty? He was one of those dudes.
Maybe, yeah. I can't.
He's like, I write a song every day because I got to get the bad ones out of the way or whatever.
That, dude.
I can't even
I get
write.
deeply emotionally invested in one. If I play one note, I'm like, well, I got to figure out where this note goes. It could take me a year.
I can't even write a bad song, let alone find a fucking good one.
Yes, you can.
Wow, that must be nice, bro. That must be nice. You've heard your bands? You've heard all of your bands before?
Yeah.
I have my wife was cry laughing because Kyla posted something about like me listening to the 100th bounce. It was just like a woman crying next to this guy, like playing some fucking demo band. That was my wife was like, she was like, I'm painful inside, but I think that's very funny. Cause dude, I was like, I just wrote the best song I've ever written in my life. And she's like, that's nice. And I'm like, we're going to listen to it 700 times until I hate this song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I know it's
you got to hear version 5Z, honey.
Yeah.
I promise. This is the one.
Yeah.
Taylor says the mids are a little higher and the vocals came down a little bit. It's totally different.
I'm sure I didn't mention this earlier or anything, but I do think this is the best Skinhead record. Colin and I did have spoken several times separately that the overall arc, like this is by far the best music, the catchiest music, which I think is really important for this kind of thing. And then also like to have is the number one Spotify song Kill Yourself?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing.
Which is an I mean, what do you want to say something about that?
Sure.
It's like I fucking agree with you, man.
Yeah. Well said, Bo.
Thank you.
It's a great song. There is something,
please,
because there's something somber and intimate about this record, even though it starts with kill yourself and then kill yourself. You know, the message is kill yourself, and then it's really kill yourself. But like Chuck is this beautiful take on grief. Did you approach this record overall with a different theme, or again, is this just what you're feeling at the time?
Yeah, I'm just like writing music, and the more fucked up the content is, like it kind of has to be a little more catchy. So I think it worked well. And yeah, dude, Chuck, like it sucks, but you know, plenty of our friends, unfortunately, like or people who are around us have died from drug or alcohol abuse, and then you go to their funeral, you go to a party for them, and then you just see all of the people who do drugs doing drugs to be fucking sad. And I'm like, you have learnt absolutely nothing. Most of these songs come from anger. Kill Yourself, I would say, is like almost an anti-suicide song because the guy in the song is such a loser. Why would you want to be like that guy? But all the songs are just like anger, dude. I'm just mad. I'm mad about stuff. But yeah, Chuck, dude, it's like, how many times do I have to see 3 friends leave a bathroom out of a funeral and like then talk to me about, you drive here, you take the train? I'm like, what the? Yeah. Like I heard cocaine's like coffee.
I don't believe it.
And I don't believe it.
I don't believe it, man.
I don't believe it.
Coffee's like, to me, the only thing good for you.
Yeah.
It's one of the most important. Too. Yeah, water's good, but it's in coffee, right?
Yeah, there's some.
It's made primarily from coffee. Yeah, bean water.
I would love your perspective on this as a trainer and a man who knows about fitness.
Oh, great.
James from my band maintains that if he drinks 10, 12 Diet Cokes a day, he's taking in as much water as he would if he drank, 10, 12 ounce things of water.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I believe that the proof is in the pudding. So that guy looks ripped, and I think he should keep doing whatever the fuck he's doing.
There it is.
Water is everywhere.
It's everything.
Can you tell me about Erik doing what do you guys want? This it's so Erik, this performance here in Seperate Checks. What do you guys want to eat? How'd you get that performance out of him?
He is about like 108 pounds, so he has a lot to prove. And he's the most boisterous.
He's gotta be like 190 at this point. He's rock hard.
So. Yeah, I don't think so.
108 is so insane.
Bring a scale, dude. Do one of those YouTube things where you go, hey, step on the scale. How much do you weigh? Awesome. Bring a scale. I'm not afraid.
All right.
But yeah, we got him in the booth.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, we need someone to be like, let's go to eat. Let's go get some for food. And the first like 7 takes, he was like, well, you guys want some steaks? We're like, dude, what are you doing, man? You don't talk like that. And he's like, I'm just talking like I talk. And everyone's like, what are you doing, man? Weren't you an actor or whatever? I was like, just say what you're doing. He's like, all right, you guys hungry? I'm looking for some food. And we're just like, dude, just say what, how would you say it? We're hanging out as a group, like, getting the things like, all right, anyone wants? And we're just like, dude, just say what. He's like, well, I am saying it how I how do you want me to say it? You guys want to eat? And then Taylor was recording the whole thing. He goes, got it. See ya. That's it. Get out of the booth.
And it's perfect.
Perfect. Because he said it with emotion.
Yeah.
You directed. You're a director.
Yeah, partially. Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
think about that.
Can you explain your stance on getting Seperate Checks? And like why was this particular topic one that had to be put to wax?
Again, I'm going to go back to it. New England is a miserable place. It's got mosquitoes in the summertime. It's got the cold. Some days you cannot. I know you know this being in Chicago. Some days you cannot start your car. Mm-hmm. Gasoline, something that does not freeze, somehow freezes. What's happening here? So the only solace we have is just gorging ourselves for the endorphins. So in high school, we used to go to this place called the Belmont Hall that we knew some girl that worked there, and she would give us the great and the greater breakfast. There were 2 different options. The greater had 3 pancakes. Oh. And it was always a fuck about. It was always, okay, all of a sudden, dude, this is 2001, 2002. So this is the bill, $28. And we're like, we are financially ruined from this.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
And so some dude has like a Visa gift card or like a Simon's gift card for, $4.80. And they're like, dude, this is pretty much $5. And you're like kind of scrounging all this shit together. And then you have like $3 less than. That's been my entire relationship with my friends. I'm like, how do we love each other and care about each other so much, but we are the biggest scumbags when it comes to just the simplest thing? How about you pay for what you're fucking getting, dude?
Yeah.
I saw you get the lemonade and the coffee. I saw that. It's not $10, dude. I guarantee you it's not.
And it's not split. Splitting never works. Even split is just impossible. Unless you get the same thing and it's all you can eat and you get the identical orders, it's not possible.
Yeah, I thought, I'm glad people resonate with this song, dude, because...
big time.
Yeah. And writing a song about, again, I'm just angry, dude. I just write about anger. I'm angry. I just write about angry stuff, dude. Put just the whole 20. Don't start taking the things, but the whole 20. And also, that's not enough. In addition to that 20, that's not enough.
Yeah, I agree. You are like if Larry David was a skinhead and wrote music instead of television. You know? Right. Situationally, I would say.
Yeah.
You're a situational songwriter.
Situationally thing, yeah.
You know what I'm liking now is the places that do the thing where they bring you the little scanner. You pick just what you got, then you tap, and then they pass it around.
That's
every
perfect.
restaurant in America should have that.
Absolutely.
I thought I was ruined because of that technology. I was like, this is dead tech. I was like, Seperate Checks. This is dead technology now. This is a thing of the past. But no, people still get checks. People still get
100%. But that is a form of a separate check. So you're going if they got that thing, right?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be at Fred 62 later.
There, dude, that's exactly.
You nailed it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Smoked it, dude. That's a Promise. The song about a dog, masterpiece, work of fuck. Van Gogh painted this song. There's this incredible video of you playing this song years before this record would come out, and giving this beautiful monologue beforehand about a dog you got to know and grew to love over time. I want to play that entire video right now in this episode for anybody watching it. So here it is. It's 2 minutes long. Please enjoy.
You know, have you ever had a relationship where it was a little bit tumultuous in the beginning and then ended up blossoming into an amazing friendship? I'm going to share a story with you real quick, 2 minutes. In 2006, I was sleeping on a floor. There was a dog there, right? I love dogs. I didn't like this dog because it was fucking mounting me like the goddamn Lone Ranger. It viciously humped me for, I don't know, probably 4 hours, and also it ate my blanket that I was sleeping in. Piece of shit. Anyway, fast forward 2 years, I met the dog again. And the dog saw me, and I saw him, and he started wagging his tail. I'm like, you know what? Water under the bridge. I want to give this dog a chance, right? Fast forward another 2 years, I moved to California. I ended up sleeping on this dog's floor again. So, you know, I grew up in New England. I'm a long way from home. This dog looked at me and he said, you know, I can tell that you're kind of scared. You know, your family's over here and you're over there. I want to do you something. I said, okay, I'd love that. What is that? This dog said, he looked at me in the fucking eyes, Martine. He looked at me in the eyes and said, you know what? If you're friends with my dad, he said, you're my family, and I'm friends with you. I said, wow. Okay, and he said one more thing. He goes, you know what? If it's okay with you, can I in the morning just sleep on your bed sometimes? Right? I was sleeping on the living room. Can I sleep on your bed? And can I just make sure that you're okay while you're adjusting to this new home? And I said, absolutely. Me and the dog had a wonderful relationship, but as all things, you know, this dog started getting older, unfortunately. Started getting up a little slower, you know, it couldn't go for walks as long. You know, I love this dog very much. So, I'll tell you one thing, no matter how much pain this dog was in, anytime I would walk into the room, that dog would get the fuck up, it would come over to me and it would say, hey man, I love you, and you're my family, and if we can all give a round of applause to this fucking dog.
You just watched it, it's unbelievable.
Taylor,
You'll see Taylor standing there holding the bass. What you don't know is he's fighting back tears because Duke had just passed. So you're doing this beautiful monologue about, it might get me right now just talking about it. And then you shout out Duke and then like 8 other dogs. And Taylor's just ripping into the song, tears in his eyes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's hard, dude. Fucking, yeah, my dog, Beatrice, I adopted her 10 years. I had her 10 years, and she was what my friend Paul calls your lifer dog, like the dog that you have when you go through all the shit. You know, like when you're younger, you have a dog and you're just like relationships and jobs and moving, and Beatrice was just there. And she was so perfect. And I know how my friends feel about, you know, their dogs and their companions, and just like how they appreciate love. And I don't know, like, I don't think if you're a singer in a band, you have to say important things, but I really, like, if I have something to say and if I want to, like, tell my friends that I care about them, I was like, what a perfect way, but I'm on stage, like, hey, before we play, I just want to say this thing. And yeah, Eric's dog passed away. There was Duke. Yeah, there was my friend Gibby's dog. Yeah, there's a lot of them. And it's just, I was just like, I really want to, you know, thank the dogs who've just loved us. And we're terrible people sometimes, not to the dogs, but just like terrible people. And it feels so good to like go home and just like cuddle this dog. And it's almost like a redemption. It's almost like, you know, man, I just did something terrible to another person and I'm coming home and I'm like, Beatrice, I'm not a bad person. You know, there's like a bit of that.
You're the best person to me.
My favorite one.
You're out of that door. It don't matter who you are. When you're home, you're the best person in the world to this one thing.
Yeah.
And it's the best part of my day.
Yeah. No, it's awesome, dude. And it's just like, yeah, they unfortunately like pass away way before us. And
dude, owning pets.
Yeah, it's fucked, man.
Owning pets, knowing we will most likely outlive them, is one of the craziest things that we do, that everyone does. It's so brutal.
But dude, I mean, how that time we do get with them is
the best.
Is so valuable. It's all we got. It's all they have. It's the only life they know. It's their whole life. And then it turns into these portions of our life that define us. And now, like, I got a senior dog recently. Never wanted a senior dog. Yeah. Now I will never not have a senior dog. As soon as he's out of here, I'm saving some other fucking dog because I can't believe this guy with his shitty little eyes and his dumb little legs. I can't get enough of him.
And that's the silver lining, the solace is knowing you delivered the best possible outcome for this thing that just loves you unconditionally.
And I'll never stop.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's the best. I love it so much. Yeah, I love Beatrice more than anything. She's amazing, and I just think that me knowing I love her, me knowing that she has an expiration date, unfortunately, made me drive to Joshua Tree on Thanksgiving to go take a hike with her. Made me wake up early and be like, fuck, I'm so tired. I do not want to go to work, but I'm going to wake up early and give Beatrice like a perfect hour-and-a-half walk around piece of shit Echo Park. And that's the same way I think we have to treat our friends. And it sucks that, we have friends who pass away and we're like, we should have done this or this. And if you have friends who are alive and you love them, dude, just call them, text them. I have a rule. This is probably like 8 years ago. One of my friends died. And I said, if I just have a thought or if I see something that reminds me of a friend, I'm going to text them no matter what. I have to. If it's stupid, if it's late, I don't care. Oh, dude, this weird clown, this like tiny 2-inch clown reminded me of you, Erik. Here's a picture of it. Like it seems like a non-negotiable, dude. I've had bad days and friends text me and I'm like, fuck. Or friends call me and I'm like, dude, I haven't heard from you in 2 years. How's it going? And then it's so beautiful having friends, and then you commit violent crimes with them and you become closer.
And that's Skinhead. There you go.
And that's Skinhead.
That's the band.
We've got this annual call going on that I look forward to now. So we'll see. 2026 is just around the corner. I'm looking forward to the annual call.
Yeah, keep it up.
Yeah, thanks, man. What can you tell me about plans for Skinhead going forward? Because I really feel like I'm seeing people outside of punk and hardcore connecting with Skinhead. Random, regular people in my life reposting this record. It's connecting with people profoundly, despite how personal it is to you. It means what it means to the listener. They interpret it how they're going to interpret it. Are you feeling no more music mode, or are you feeling I'm inspired, let's write another book, let's write another record mode?
Definitely want to write another book. I have never had a plan for Skinhead. If songs come to me, I'll record them and hopefully people still like them. There was an interview with Jamiroquai where he goes, once people are calling me Jamiro, what's your habits? I'll know that I fell off. And so that dude fucking fell off hard. And there's still the video of him. So I don't want to look like an asshole and say, we're going to take over the world, baby.
Yeah, sure.
But it's just a vessel for me to express myself and my anger, and hopefully not take it out on anyone else. And but I'm constantly. It sucks. It sucks doing the things that you never wanted to do. I've been doing Muay Thai on and off for like 12 years. My friend Brennan got me into it, and martial arts has made me a better person, and it makes me so annoyed admitting that. But with music, like I go see artists, and I'm immediately inspired. I'm like, fuck, that is awesome. I would love to create a song that sounds like this. And so that shit's happening all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And as soon as you turn that off, life sucks. As soon as you turn off inspiration, shut yourself out, everything gets fucking miserable. And then you start appreciating everything around you. I see a good band now that genuinely moves me. I'll think about it for weeks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know how to write anything that sounds like it, but I'll do it in my own little way. So I fully hear you.
Dude, what's the singer of the Lemonheads? What's that guy's name?
Evan Dando.
Evan Dando. I saw Evan Dando play. It was him and an acoustic guitar. He played for 2 hours. It was the most magical. He played I forget what Metallica song. He played a full Metallica song with solos on acoustic guitar. I was like, fuck yes.
Wow.
Fuck yes. That like.
Where did you see that?
That was at the in the Constellation Room at the observatory.
300 cap. Something like
there
that.
was 17 people there.
Oh, and he played for 2 hours. Holy shit.
2 full hours. Wow. Yeah. He was truly amazing. And then I think his merch guy goes, "Hey Devin, why don't you play the new song?" He had like a new release, and he goes, "I'm sorry," and ran off stage. And that was the end of the show.
That was it.
Yeah. He's phenomenal. Yeah. The Get Up Kids, I saw the Get Up Kids recently with their Something to Write Home About tour. Dude, just like constantly inspired, dude. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Music is great.
Post Animal was the band that I saw recently where it just like 45 minutes of just like, what am I doing?
Dude,
I need to be making something.
We both, we left that show talking about an unreleased song for hours.
Crazy. Now it's out. And now it's great. It's called Setting Sun. Check it out.
Setting Sun.
So Black My Heart, On Broken Wings. These are pivotal moments in your life. Can you tell me about some tours you did with these bands?
Yeah, Black My Heart, we were so poor. It was insane. My rent in Boston, we had a 2-bedroom apartment with 7 people living inside. My rent was $280. And so we were just like, let's get on tour, dude. We need like to make money, dude. Yeah. And also fuck being home. It sucks being home. So yeah, we were, we did so many tours. We did a Europe tour, the first Europe tour we ever did. We had this Hungarian driver named Yaki.
Yaki.
Oh, I know Yaki.
We know Yaki. We've had Yaki. Yeah.
Yeah.
He lives
in
England
he hated
now.
us. Yeah, he didn't like us. I'm sure he still does not like us.
I don't like them.
No.
My wart.
What?
This is like maybe 2 years or however, I think 2 years after the tour, Pat Flynn came up to me at some show and he's like, "Dude, we had Yaki, your driver at Black My Heart." I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." He's like, we were like pestering him. We're like, "Hey, who's like the worst band?" And Yaki goes, "I love all of my bands. Black My Heart was the worst band I've ever toured with in my entire life." Dude, we just
was the worst.
We just wanted to party, dude. And also, if I'm in Europe, why am I getting to the show at noon to load in? Bro, I'm playing at 10:30 at night.
True.
Bring me to the water park. Stop on the side of the road. I need to run up to this castle. I need to punch it. I need to do something. I need to grab the ground.
And the venue's never near the castle.
Fuck no, dude. It's
in the shit.
No
it's in the fucking sewer.
Yeah.
And then the most beautiful monument you've ever seen is 10 miles away, and going to it is not possible.
Didn't
we have
Yaki together on our tour?
Yaki.
Yeah. God, that's
Think
crazy.
about James saying Yaki. Isn't that? Can't you hear it in your head?
Yaki. Yeah, I can.
Dude, we had a hack. So if we wanted to stop somewhere, we would our first line of defense. We would just be driving down the road. We would go, "Yaki, let's go get some snacks, dude." And he's like, "We must load in the show." And we would just start chanting snacks, 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 and violently shaking his poor van. And then if he still didn't pull over, we would just straight open the door and just be like, "Yay, snacks!" and stick our feet out and just try to like pretend like we're jumping out on the highway. And he's a good man. Yaki's a great man. So he would, of course, not want us to die. And then he would pull over and we would get snacks and then stay at the rest area for probably 2.5 hours, eating jelly beans, being like, "Yo, Yaki, they got pasta here, man." And he's like, "We are so late."
We should drive.
Yeah, dude, I think it was like 4 weeks long, maybe. Yaki, he stuck in there, bro. By week 3.5, we broke his ass. We broke his ass. Finally, we were like, "Yaki, let's go to the water park." And he goes, "Who gives a shit? You don't want to go to the show anyway." Now you got it, Yaki. Yeah, fucking let's go, Yaki. But dude, I'm on tour. I don't know if you guys are the same, but Black My Heart had a hard rule: no hardcore in the van when we're on tour. We're gonna go to the venue. We're gonna play hardcore. And you guys are a little different. I can see in your mannerisms. But
I've got hardcore. Taylor Young in my band.
Yeah,
it's not that rule is if it's not extreme, it ain't playing.
Yeah, it's like you're going to go to the venue. There's going to be the thing playing over the speakers. Yes. There's going to be the bands. It's like, let's know. And dude, Yaki opened up his his CD booklet to his funny van. And dude, it was just like local straight edge demos.
Yeah.
Bro,
A lot of Rikers.
It was Gather was a band that I remember. And I'm just like, dude, get this out of here, Yaki. So we played Suzanne, that single from Weezer.
Great song.
Sure.
We played we played that song. We played Get Up Kids, Something to Write Home About. And we played Miss Ohio from Gillian Welch. Repeat on Eric's like MacBook One that he plugged the jack into it until Yaki went crazy. And then we found this Hungarian. I actually brought it, so we're going to play the clip right now.
Unbelievable.
Wasn't that insane? So we played that song, this Hungarian fiddle song. For some reason, all straight edge local European bands and one classic like Hungarian fiddle. Dude, it was like track 2. We're like, turn that fucking shit up, Yaki. And it was no, because we would listen. We would say, play it again, Yaki. And he would go, this song has already played. I go, play it. You're going to play it again. It's a long drive to Copenhagen. You're going to play it until you can't play it no more.
Yeah. Wow.
It was awesome, dude.
That's
Yaki's
how you do
man.
it, though. You got to remember, like, bands got to remember these guys are working for you. I don't want to get to the show early, you know?
Yeah, my tax dollars pay for you, man. Yeah,
straight up, and my regular dollars.
I want to have a good time. I'm on tour. Black My Heart, we would go on tour because we wanted to have fun. Like playing the show was just because that's the thing. Oh yeah, we got a thing to do.
Yeah,
we would show up. I can't tell you how many times we would show up. People would hear rumors about Black My Heart. They would hear all this fucked up shit that happened the night before and then the night before that. And we'd pull up to the venue. There'd be like 10 dudes looking like they listened to Shattered Realm. This is like 2006 Shattered, like tall tee, everything's gold foiled. And then we'd walk out with short shorts and like wicker hats that we just got from like south of the border. And they'd be like, what? We're like, you guys got burritos around here? Who's got a pool? And they were like, we don't, like we were constantly a letdown and we were having a great time doing it.
Wow. When did Unbroken Wings come along for you?
I mean, Wheeler and John Blake have been, best friends forever. And it was mostly, I forget what their drummer was doing, but they needed a drummer. John knew me for a while. I played in Black My Heart. And so it was mostly, I did like 2 tours with them or 2.5 tours with them. So fun, so sick. One of the coolest things I did was play the Palladium, and I got like 3 of my friends on the list. And so I felt like a fucking man, dude. It was awesome. I was like, not only am I playing the big room Palladium, but I got to ask someone to please let my friends
King of Worcester that day.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude.
You and Scott Lee, man, the Kings of Worcester that day.
Do you have any any fond memories of playing or attending the Tiger's Den?
Define fond.
I guess anything that stands out. Yeah.
Good? No good memories. It was in Brockton, and dude, it's like that's like an hour plus from Boston. And I mean, I saw Ramallah. That was truly horrific. That was a horrific set.
Was that pre Kill a Celebrity or?
No, that was Kill a Celebrity. And the shitty thing about Brockton is, dude, I'm like a guy who wants to hang out. I want to get snacks. I want to like walk around. People were actively getting robbed just walking to their car by Brocktonites, by people who live and grew up in Brockton. They would just rob you. So you weren't really walking to the store to get like a, Swiss cake rolls. You were staying inside the venue. And, the pizza's not that good. It wasn't, I don't have fond memories. I have fonder memories elsewhere. The Cambridge Elks Lodge, the ICC Church. That was number one. Me and Wheeler lived like a 15-minute walk from the ICC. That was pretty phenomenal. Yeah, it was a good time.
Let me tell you about a band I love, Skull. Band's called Hammer Bros. Talk to me about Hammer Bros. The Vitality I got day of, dude. I was release day pre-order. I don't know if it came by release day, but I had it. I loved this band. Saw you a few times, once in Riverside. Mm-hmm. Please tell me what you can, some stories that come to mind. Were you an original member of Hammer Bros?
No, I wasn't. Hammer Bros came out with a demo. You know what's funny about Hammer Bros is New England and California and Tacoma, Washington are the 3 locations that enjoy Hammer Bros. The entire rest of the country and world couldn't give a fuck or don't even know who we were. Wow. But like those 3 specific places, dude, Tacoma, God bless them. Zach and all those dudes, like, dude, Steve, like,
big.
They loved him. Yeah. Yo, yeah.
Dude, you guys got over in Southern California for a while. It was happening for Hammer Bros, man. The community was a buzz for the bros.
Yeah. People were talking. The Hammer Bros came out with a demo that was 2 songs. The demo was maybe like 90 seconds long. And I was in drug test at the time. Our friend Jim was singing. We listened to the demo. We were playing a show in Long Island. So New Hampshire to Long Island, that's like a 5+ hour drive. We listened to the Hammer Bros demo for maybe 4.5 hours of that. And then Hey Ya, Hey Ya was on the radio. So we listened to Hey Ya. You could scan when Hey Ya came out.
Yeah.
You could scan the radio until you found Hey Ya again. Yeah. And then when it ended, you could scan it again. Yeah. And so we listened to Hey Ya and the Hammer Bros demo. For 5 hours. And we were just obsessed, dude. They were fucking awesome.
Yeah. When did you come into the fold?
I joined in maybe like 2007 or 8.
Okay, so before the second record?
Yeah. The one with Animal came out, and then I joined then. I played on the last record that we did. It was sick, dude. Hammer Bros was awesome.
Great band.
I only saw him once. It was at the Great American Hardcore Bash or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly what it was called. It was like a big fest outside of Boston, and I think Hammer Bros played that was right before us.
Yeah, that was in Revere. Yeah.
Did you play?
The Great American. I was. Yeah. Awesome. It was cool. Like, again, like local stuff, dude. Like, if you're from the Merrimack Valley, you don't fuck with people from here. And if you're from here, you don't fuck with people from all this stuff. So there was always weird stuff. So it was always kind of funny when we would play Boston or whatever, like people wouldn't fuck with us. It was all weird. And Boston's always been like that. New England's always been like that. It's just kind of like you think you're better than me. Like, that's everyone's attitude.
When outside of Boston to like us, it's all Boston.
Yeah.
To the layman, Massachusetts is Boston, and you think it's one beautiful united thing.
Well, yeah, that's because you think you're better than me, and you live over there. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I love Hammer Bros. That was fucking awesome. I love that. Band. We wrote the last record knowing we were breaking up. So we have, I think in the inside of the records is like our suicide notes.
Oh wow!
And so that was pretty fun. But love that band. It was a fun time. Played drums again, dude. I played guitar in this band called Moments Till Death, and I played guitar in this band Big Rig. Other than that, all drums.
Yeah.
I just got sucked into it, dude.
Every drummer, you were the guy.
Not even. It's just drummers are either motherfuckers or they're annoying, or they're just like, oh, I'm actually going to do. I have this theory that if you are a good drummer, where I grew up, if you're a good drummer, it's probably because you have a house with a garage, and you're a cunt because of that.
I've said this on the show.
Have you?
I've not the cunt part, but I do think it's an access thing. I think that, and I don't know if the president or whoever's listening is ready for this. We need to be subsidizing drummers. There's not enough. There needs to be a system in place. We need to be testing small children for rhythm early. Doing rigorous testing, physically exhausting testing to these kids to figure out if they have rhythm. If they have rhythm, the president buys them a house. End of story. So that they can learn in a peaceful environment. We don't have to stick them with the bass guitar or the acoustic guitar or a microphone. They get subsidized drumming.
No, that is beautiful.
We'll make it happen. But tell me about the cunt thing.
I just got back from England, so saw Oasis a little while ago. Unbelievable bands.
Yeah,
Good. I'm saying cunt all the time.
How was the set?
Fuck, dude. Oh my God. We went to the first Cardiff show. I went there. The first one. Wow. The first one. We were like, hey, if they fist fight each other on stage, we at least saw it.
Yeah.
If they play forever and we eventually get sick of them, we at least saw the first one back.
Yeah.
I went there as a normal Oasis fan. Love the songs. Definitely Maybe. It's got a bunch of bangers in it. Love that record. I left, dude, I feel spiritually changed. My wife could not be more annoyed. I've talked about, I've listened to, they are the greatest rock band of all time. I'm a firm believer. And just looking at them, dude, being there looking at them, they're playing fucking open chords, bro. Yeah. Every single song. I'm seeing a D. I'm seeing a G. Yeah. Bro, that
you need two guys in these Oasis cover bands. Have you ever seen one of them? They need two people to do what Noel's doing by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a secret absolute fucking ripper, and the fact that that's coming from his mind and he's singing 30% of the time.
Yeah.
They're the GOAT. I'm with you.
They're unbelievable.
Do you have a number one favorite track?
I'm a sap. I do like Half the World Away.
Beautiful.
I love that one. Yeah, there's a ton of them. I love many of the songs for different reasons. Some are like the lyrical stuff. Others just let's rip it. Rock and roll star. Let's just shred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acquiesce is, as I've gone on record to say, it's the greatest rock and roll song ever written.
That song played, and I remember I was next to my friend Charlie and Erik, and I was watching them. The chorus hit to that song, and I go, we need to get ISIS together.
Yeah.
We need to all witness this together. All the beef will be squashed. Guaranteed. I was moved, bro. Yeah. I was moved. I can't even tell you. And it was like you were in England, so everyone was singing like it was like a soccer hooligan chant.
Yeah.
I came home and I said, Candace, we are buying tickets to the Los Angeles show immediately. I know it's not going to be as good because it's not going to be 7,000. Well, it was in Cardiff, so Welshmen singing along. But dude, it was, oh my God.
I think for that reason, I'm going to go to Mexico City.
Oh, beautiful.
How fucking lit does that sound?
Unbelievable. 100%. You have to go. You have to buy the tickets. I also want to make this podcast the most just like timely podcast, so it doesn't make sense, even like a month. So hey, if you haven't seen Oasis, say you get off your butts. Yeah.
I'll be going to the Soldier Field show here for sure. It's in a couple weeks.
Nice.
Can't wait.
I'm jealous.
Can't wait.
I'll go to that too. Death Before Dishonor. Tell me about your time playing in that band and some stories that come to mind.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is about me. I think I've been saying this for years. As a big guy, people perceive me as a big guy. You know, you've talked to me about being a big guy before.
Mochi,
other big guys look at big guys and just go, fuck this guy. What does he think, he's big or something? As a big guy, you walk into a room, you see three other big guys. It's okay. Yeah. Fuck it. Me versus you all day, bitch. Like, what was this big guy? And then you walk up, you're like, hey, what's up, man? But there's always this like big guy, like, fuck this big guy. And I don't know what you know about Death Before Dishonor, but all the fans are just big guys.
True.
And I'm just some dude trying to just like riff with my boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was some scuffles, some hubbubs across the ponds. You know, there was this guy. We were playing a show in Adelaide, Australia, and this guy was buying drinks for everyone. And I was like, oh no, thank you. Like, I don't drink. He goes, all right. And then he comes around again. He's like, oh, you know, let's get some drinks. And he looks at me and goes, I don't buy fucking soft drinks. I was like, that's totally fine because I have a water and I do not need a drink, but I thank you very much. And then he comes back and says, hey, here's your drink. Here's your drink. By the way, do you want me to ask the bartender if they have a shot of concrete so we can harden your ass up? Because you're really acting like a bitch right now.
Why?
I have no choice. Yeah. He's giving you no choice.
I'm a product of my environment.
Unbelievable. So whatever. That's literally the cranberry juice.
The cranberry drink. Yeah, that's right.
Departed.
From The Departed, you're right.
He departed.
Yeah, it sucks. He did. He
in an Australian accent, no less.
Sucked, man. He was like a coal miner or something. It was super funny. Just things like that happen all the time. And like, it's kind of same thing like Black My Heart. Like, dudes would just walk up to me and be like, yo, Boston Beatdown was my Bible. And I was like, what is that? We weren't even in Europe. We were in America. We were on American soil. And a man told me that to my face. I was like, how's that supposed to make me feel, dude? It's like, I wasn't even in that thing. Yeah, Before Dishonor was fucking awesome. I think like Friends, Family, Forever is an like truly unbeatable record. I think
undeniable.
Bruce LePage and Brian Harris, two best. The number two, they're tied at first hardcore vocals of all times, Brian Harris and Bruce LePage. There is nothing that I will ever hear that will match those two.
Wow. I respect that. And what Brian manages to do while with the amount of cigarettes that he smokes, like I would think would be biologically and scientifically impossible. You're not supposed to have a voice with that many cigs. And it's miraculous. His voice is impenetrable.
It is. There was a study where it's they took lab rats and did a bunch of cigarettes. They were like they're being hotboxed with cigarettes, and then they dosed him with Corona, and it completely. They had like this unbelievable vocal talent, and that's why Brian got the idea of only drinking Coronas because it counteracted the cigarette, but made this guttural noise. It was like an 82 study. It was in the Harvard Journal. He showed it to me. It was awesome.
I read that one.
Brian's been cigarette free for like 10 months now.
No fucking way.
Wow.
I'm proud of my guy. I don't even know if I should tell you guys on that. This is like,
dude, that's unbelievable. Congrats, Brian. That's insane, man.
But by all accounts,
he's the man.
A very difficult thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I can only imagine his voice now. About 10 dB louder.
Yeah, dude.
Rude Awakening. Talk to me about this incredible band doing another band with our boy Josh Hines. Please fill me in.
Yeah, Hammer Bros broke up. Josh Hines was like, let's get back in the saddle, dude. And so we recorded a demo. The sick thing about Josh is that I don't know how he wrote every single Rude Awakening song on guitar.
Whoa.
Shredded. I was like, I didn't even know you had that in you, bro. Shredded. It was awesome.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he's the man. But we had some iterations. Like Hammer Bros broke up, so Jim, the singer of Hammer Bros, played guitar. We had our friend Dave, who played guitar in Since the Flood, on guitar at one point. But it was just like a rotating cast of just like, you're our boy. You play bass, my good friend Jordan played bass for a long time. It was fun, dude. And
Sparkman was in it for a while, right?
Yeah, he was in it. I think when I moved to California, I said I don't want to be in a band with that fucking guy. And so when I moved to California, they let him in. And it's every band I was in. The whole theme was we're just going to do whatever the fuck we want, whether it was like musically or just like attitude. So that was Rude Awakening, dude. I remember there was this tweet from a Salinas hardcore page. We played Salinas out of all places, and had a great show. Our merch guy was moshing, and it was like the classic, who's this guy? So like 8 dudes like jumped our merch guy. He was an idiot. But 8 dudes jumped our merch guy, and then everyone at the show got the shit kicked out of him. And it was just like early tweet days, like early, like Rude Awakening ruined Selena's hardcore. And so we were just vividly. Like,
do you?
We were like posting like, you know, fuck Selena, like Rude Awakening's new fuck Selena CP. Yeah, it was, I don't know, dude. People hate when you have a good time.
Oh yeah.
People hate, they can't stand it. And that's really
like to be having a worse time than you know?
No, and we're always having the best time.
Yeah. And always. You just described Rude Awakening as another example of the live free or fuck you mentality.
Right.
That's the vibe, bro.
Just you're not lying, you know? You're saying you're being who you're saying you are.
Yeah.
What do you want from these bands, you know?
I chopped down the cherry tree. I cannot tell a lie.
That's what I've been saying about you. Tell me about joining Criminal Instinct and rounding out this photo of Criminal Instinct is maybe my favorite band promo ever.
I know the exact one.
One of the most menacing groups of people ever. Tell me about joining Criminal Instinct and your time in the band.
I was in Rude Awakening. Me and my friend Brendan and Richie and a couple others, we went to Thailand to train Muay Thai for like a month. We lived there. We were the poorest we've ever been in our lives. And we get back and I'm like, fucking, I'm moving to California. I was like, something happened to me, you know? Thailand changed us. It was wonderful. And
you had a good experience there?
Oh yeah. This is 2012. I've been doing Muay Thai for like 2 weeks and I go, let's buy a ticket to Thailand. Me and Brendan bought China Air tickets, the cheapest. I think we were both somehow in middle seats next to each other. It was the worst experience. We had a layover in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And we're starving, dude. We went to sleep, woke up, and the stewardess was like, beef noodle? And I was like, yeah, whatever, it's breakfast, that makes sense. And then we go to sleep again, wake up, she's like, it's dinner. Would you like beef noodle? I'm like, this is it. Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Yeah. So we were just starving, dude. This is like a portion this big. Mm-hmm. And Hong Kong, they had all these convenience stores, but they were all just like chicken feet and stuff, like in like Lay's potato chips bags. And I'm like, I do not feel emotionally ready to do this right now.
Yeah.
I'm too hungry. So, yeah, Thailand was amazing. We lived in Phuket in 2012 for a whole month. Me and Brendan were pretty dead set on becoming just killers. And we trained twice a day. Wow. I almost did a fight. My coach, Song, who was like 50 years old, he looked about 100. He wasn't allowed to ride a scooter. And when you would see him riding a bike down the road, he would just be drawing big S's because he's been elbowed and kneed so many times in the head, he couldn't just ride a straight line. He tried to get me to do a fight. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And then being like a big American, there were no, like the pool was smaller for fights. And the guy at the gym was like, he's like, hey, train with the pros, but I don't know if we'll have a fight for you. And so I got to train with the pros for a while. That was awesome. But yeah, we had nothing but the best time.
How much running did you do while you were doing your training?
I ran twice.
The whole time? Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2 times. And but the secret is you tell the coach that you ran before class. And everyone is sweaty, so it's like, who's to say? You know? I'm like, coach, I'm pooped. I have to do class now? Or you just like, yeah, just drank an M150 energy drink and started sweating immediately.
And you have the most energy of anybody there now. Good.
Yeah, right.
Good hack.
Smart.
100%. Yeah.
So it's Criminal Instinct, yeah.
So we get back from Thailand. Me and Brendan are just on a rampage. We're playing, what's that fest in Richmond? United Blood?
United Blood, yeah.
Rude Awakening's playing United Blood. And they have a tour lined up with Criminal Instinct. And I was walking up the stairs and I see this joyous, bouncy kid like waving his arms. And I look behind me and he goes, what's up, man? I'm Josiah, dude. We're doing a tour tomorrow, like next week. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm playing Criminal Instinct. I'm the singer of Criminal Instinct, dude. I'm psyched to do a tour with you. Fucking Rude Awakening's awesome. I'm like, I'm moving to California, bro. And he was super bummed. That was how I met Josiah.
That was it.
And then That was it. Yeah. I forget how we got connected later on, but Criminal Instinct just recorded Zone 6 music.
Oh, okay. So, this is
later
LP
on.
time. Right.
Yeah. They just recorded Zone 6 music, and a friend, Josiah, was like, yo, can you hit up Skull? We're going to do a string of shows. And the friend just dropped the ball. The friend's like, oh, yeah. I'll text him. Never did. And me and Josiah met like later on. He's like, dude, it sucks you can't do that tour. Or you couldn't do that tour. And I was like, what tour? And he's like, well, will you play drums? And I go, absolutely, dude. Let's do it. And so the first show I played was This Is Hardcore in 2016.
Wow.
With them.
Right after re-meeting him.
Yeah. He's an
that's
amazing
awesome.
dude.
He's a legend.
That was great. Yeah, being in a band with him is so fucking sick. I love Criminal Instinct. The band is just like, I don't know what it is. The only way I can describe it is just like, it's almost like military anthems, like the caveman, like songwriting style that Josiah has. And this weird, like militia, like all that shit. It's like, it's so amazing. I think CI is so sick.
He's another one of those musical minds that we were talking about where like,
oh yeah,
like he somehow translates these ideas into these hard songs that aren't like traditionally hard in like the beatdown way, but it comes across as uber violent, insane music that you really can't replicate, which is awesome.
And then is simultaneously able to put out the Josiah Daniel stuff. Like one mind, just two crazy halves. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. We did a tour once where we stayed in casinos. It was like a long weekend. He racked up enough points or was like a platinum or whatever member that we got free rooms at casinos on it. I think that was a tour with you guys, maybe.
With Eyes of the Lord?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
That was awesome.
I don't know if any show lasted until the end on that tour.
Not a one.
Very unsustainable way of touring, but I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
That was our only tour ever, so pretty cool.
People just don't like having a good time.
It's all what live free or fuck you,
Yeah.
And sometimes they choose fuck you.
Yeah.
That was the tour. That was the tour where I'm like, dude, this Colin guy, I'm gonna be friends with this guy. I'm gonna try to be friends with this guy. I'm gonna crack this guy's nut.
You did. I felt the same though,
I knew I won you over.
Because I'd seen you play for so long. And so I only knew you as there's the guy who hits hard from all these bands in LA.
Yeah.
Which what more do I need to know I'm in good company?
Fucking A.
And then you call me Bones years later, and Skull, when Skull calls you Bones, you did all right.
Bones it is. Yeah. Then Bones it is.
Skull, could you tell me something you miss about touring regularly?
I don't know if people have said this already, but the impromptu conversations that you have with your friends. I worked for bands like stage managing and guitar teching, and we're in buses and like it's not the same.
Yeah.
When you're in a van with your friends and you have nothing and you're driving to Billings for a fucking show at a pizza shop.
Lord knows what goes on between now and Billings, baby.
Yeah, and dude, it's like your boy's driving, and you like wake up, you got to piss, and you're like, where the fuck are we? Oh, we're in so and so. Like, damn, man, you just sit in the passenger seat, no one's saying anything, and then like just conversation strikes, and dude, like the sun's coming up. Like people don't see that, man. Like I'm living like a Jack Kerouac novel.
Dude,
people don't see that. I think if you are a person who lives in America and you do not just drive with a friend or yourself or your dog or a bunch of friends, just cross country, you're missing out on so much because that boredom it boils up into just like either insanity and chaos or like these beautiful conversations. And that is my absolute favorite thing about touring. Going into a gas station and, like Topeka or something, or like, 2 hours away from Topeka.
Yeah.
And someone looks at you like, where the fuck you come from, man?
Dude, but then you get to that gas station and you go, oh, I've been here before.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
We are so fortunate to experience that boredom. Like the people I went to high school with won't ever know those magical moments. How lucky we are to be bored looking at that sunset or that sunrise.
There is a sense of there's no other place I could possibly be right now because the most important things that I'm doing are all in this van with me, barring probably a relationship at home. But other than that, it is a sense of like, I'm with my 4 best friends. This is all I want to be doing. This is the best.
Me and Wheeler had this thing, speaking of 4 best friends, where it was mostly at Waffle House, but whenever we were in the South, somehow me and him always had like, if it wasn't my turn to drive, it was his. If it wasn't his turn to drive, it was mine. It just always worked out like that. So we'd play a show in like Florida or the South or whatever, and we always be at Waffle House. And whoever the person who wasn't the driver would always be eating their waffle, being like, oh man, their sweet tea, just being like, ooh man, I'm just eating myself to sleep right now. Can't wait to just cozy up on that little bench. And the driver was always just like, yeah, you are the most hated person in my entire life. But dude, guess what? Tomorrow, now I'm that motherfucker. I'm eating myself to sleep tonight. Oh man, you got to drive after this? Oh baby, no, sucks. Not me. Let's get another hash brown with chili, please. Thank you very much. Just waking up 40 minutes later with the explosive emergency diarrhea. But still,
that's the best part. You got to clean the tank for the next meal.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Speaking of food, Skull, you seem like a man. I don't know if we've ever formally met before, but you seem to me like a man who eats, who will take the time to eat what he wants because it's, eat or fuck you.
My God-given right. Yes, sir.
That's right. So I would love to know, Colin, should we hit him with the question?
Yeah, I think so. I think we make this maybe go the personal route and the like band route, depending on who's touring. If you're in the United States of America and you're touring and you see this big magical sign, this exit now for all these things,
anything,
what's the one that's getting you to pull over?
I'm an adult, so my answer now is not going to be as exciting. But when I was touring, especially with Black My Heart, our bass player Ben was vegan, so it was CC's Pizza.
Oh man.
It was $5 all-you-can-eat CC's Pizza. Legend be told that the cinnamon buns somehow
were vegan.
Yes.
That has. I need you to fact. This is the third thing I need you to fact check about this.
No need. They ain't.
Dude, there was all this vegan lore around. All these vegans on tour in like 2003 to 8 were just like,
they were eating Jack in the Box tacos. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
they were getting poisoned.
It was CC's Pizza because we had no money and $5 to get full. Oh baby, you better believe I'm getting that water cup and it's gonna be Coke.
Diet Pepsi. Probably.
better believe it, bro.
Good. That's a crazy answer. The dessert pizza, pretty good.
Dessert pizza is pretty good. I think that's our first CC's too.
First CC's answer ever. Here's another fun question. This one was first asked on the show by Mr. COA. The question is, who do you do? And that is, who are the musicians you've studied in life, who you've subconsciously taken things from on stage? For Skinhead, who are you doing?
The fuck? Like, I don't know. I think it's Skinhead is a culmination of everyone that I've ever known in my entire life. And I'm only free to be me because I've been supported by all my friends to be myself. And I think so. I guess I'm doing them. I guess
pretty good answer.
Innuendo.
You're doing the community basically.
I'm doing the community from behind. Yes, sir. Of course. Doing it dirty, baby. You got to do it raw.
Outstanding. So true. You
for the community.
Here's another fun question. And you can take your time with this one.
Okay.
Can you tell me your top 4 hardcore records in history?
Yeah. I got beef. I don't got beef. Whatever. It's your personal thing. Whatever, dude. But I feel like when you throw in Age of Quarrel, Master Killer, sure. But obviously.
You think that, dude, but people, the 80s guys think we're crazy for the Master Killer stuff. They think we're insane.
Yeah.
It's obvious to some. It's obvious to, intelligent people with great taste.
It's obvious. Top 4. There are so many honorable mentions, but I'm going to abide by the rules. I will abide by the rules. This is what got me into straight edge. 10-Yard Fight, Hardcore Pride.
All right.
Dude, great.
Proud to be straight. I've had an argument with plenty of people. Proud to be straight is my number one. I don't ever want to say fuck Firestorm. I don't ever want to say fuck more season ends. But Proud to be straight, dude. So many of my friends have fallen. Like just
truer than ever.
Motherfucking right.
Yeah.
My friend called me, I won't say their name, but they called me 2 weeks ago and they were like, dude, I don't know. I don't even want to have this conversation right now. It's like, I've been talking to people and it's only right that you hear from me. And I go, you drink alcohol, don't you? He goes, fuck no. I go, oh, okay, what is it? And then he just told me some terrible thing, and I'm like, oh, that's awful.
What a relief.
We're still a part of the gang, right? Okay, good. We're good, man.
One of the first songs I got on LimeWire was Proud to Be Straight, because I was able to find something about straight edge and hardcore pride, and it all like tied together. My personal favorite 10-Yard Fight song is The Only Way.
Josh Hines was talking about that one. What is it? There's like the lyric is like, as long as there's
breath in this body, my blood will run pure through these veins. Unreal.
Oh God, dude. It's insane, dude. It fires me up to this day. It fires me up. I think, 10-Yard Fight. Amazing. I was in a band called First and 10, where it was me, Josh Hines, Clevo, the original bassist of 10-Yard Fight, and Wrench, where we played all 10-Yard Fight songs. I think we played like maybe 3 or 4 shows, but that was a fucking highlight of my it was like a full circle moment. That was insane. But yeah, 10-Yard Fight.
People don't even know that that Edge Day exists because 10-Yard Fight broke up.
Mm-hmm.
10/17/99.
That's it.
Also, to be fair, Sweet Pete was the man who coined it. Sweet Pete was the man who says, this is 10-Yard Fight's last day. This is Edge Day. So yeah, that's definitely on my top 4.
Love it.
Great answer.
Love it. We don't get a lot of 10-Yard Fight love on the show.
Fucking love it, man. I was a weird metal. I loved hardcore, loved punk, loved oi, but like metal I loved, and weird shitty metalcore, all the stuff. Big fan, baby. New Hampshire makes you screwy. In no particular
you got it all there. It's the land of plenty. Sorry. There you go.
It's true. It's the goal. It's the Granite State. This is an easy one.
Okay.
I'll give this one to you. Death Threat, Piece of Security. Piece of cake. No problem. The other 2 might come to quite a surprise. Maybe the last one, which I'll get to the last. My third one, Carry On, A Life Less Plagued. Life Less Plagued.
Outstanding.
Fantastic pick.
Straight edge,
Fucking straight edge. There's nothing else you could say. It is what it is.
What a record.
And being like, dude, loving that record, being in Drug Test and playing with Internal Affairs, like that shit was awesome. Corey telling stories about Carry On. I'm like, dude, this is nuts. That was pretty phenomenal. So yeah, 10-Yard Fight, Death Threat, Carry On. And then the 4th and final, I think this is going to be a wild card for you guys. I don't know if anyone's ever said top 4 hardcore albums. I will defend it. A little band from the Northwest named Trial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These are our lives.
Yeah.
That record, insane. Fucking insane.
I mean, it opens with an like all-time pit part right off the bat.
And like so ambitious and crazy. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the political stuff, I completely didn't know. Like Kosovo, I didn't even know like where that was when I was listening to it in high school. But I remember my dad waking me up Saturday morning, mow the lawn. I would get the lawnmower out. I was wearing a hooded sweatshirt because I just got 3 X's tattooed on the back of my arm. And I was freshly out of high school, and my dad would have killed me if he knew I had any tattoos. So I wore a hooded sweatshirt for probably 2 years. He thought I was on drugs, and I was just my CD player with Trial on the headphones, just trudging through my lawn, just mowing it on a Saturday in August in New England.
No problem.
Straight fucking edge.
Wow. So Death Threat, the exception to straight edge,
To the straight edge bands picks.
in your top 4 hardcore records.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a point in time where I was seeing Death Threat every weekend, dude.
Yeah.
Like, especially in New England, like Reach the Sky and Death Threat played seemingly every weekend. And then sometimes Converge would play. Like, it was just like, that. It was such a the early 2000s, dude. God damn. Magical time to be in New England.
Great. Unbelievable answer.
Yeah. Good. Different. The only one that's common is Death Threat, as it should be.
As it should be.
Yeah. Wow.
As it should be.
Yeah. Speaking of which, this has nothing to do with what we were just talking about. You're a very rational person. I think you look at life, very literally. What you see is what you get.
This is the buttering. This is what
very intelligent person.
Laying
So
it
so I'm curious do you believe in ghosts?
Ghouls. Specters?
Yeah. The big 3.
Wow. I do believe that the veil of this world is much thinner than we like to believe. I don't think that you're getting spooked by a guy who got his head chopped off.
Yeah.
But I do believe there are times in which you are feeling and hearing things and experiencing things that are not there for a reason. And I think that's very special. And I think we would be very ignorant not to pay attention to those things.
Have you ever experienced anything yourself?
No.
I see. But you're open to it, and you're not convinced otherwise.
Mm. Yeah, like Skinhead played Boston last year, and it was December, and it was snowing, and like I felt there was some feeling. It was like me, Aldo, Vic. We left this pizza place. Our boy Alex was there. It was snowing, and you know that silence.
Yeah.
When it like big thick snow, and it sounds like you're in a sound booth.
Yeah.
Played an amazing show, and it just felt like everyone was exactly where they were supposed to be. No one was like, oh, I got to get to this thing, or like no one was like texting. Like whenever I was like with someone, I felt like this is exactly where we should be. I looked at this street lamp as it was snowing, and I felt my friend Ted with me. I felt my dog Beatrice with me. And not that I was sad. I wasn't sad. I wasn't angry. I was just like, wow, this is like a very special moment that I'm feeling. And I would be truly ignorant not to appreciate and just live in this moment for just a second.
Unbelievable.
Wow. That was profound.
That was
good.
It here. I'm with you 100%. They were there.
Yeah. You
don't feel that for no reason.
You're more of like I saw the guy with the nightstick. He was running up the stairs.
I haven't seen there's no nightstick. I mean, per se, there was I've seen a gal, long black hair, Grudge-esque, Ju-on, if you will. But the energy is more so, I think, like constant everywhere.
You get horny when the thing goes. That's what
I
you
love
get
the
horny
thing,
on.
dude.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's the feeling, the energy. No, you want to see.
I know the feeling and the energy is all around us. When the EMF tells me that they're right here and that they've maybe farted towards me in this moment, I couldn't be more in.
Undeniable truth.
So I'm glad you agree.
Yep.
All right, we've got some questions from our Patreon people here. A couple good ones. This is a great question. This one is from J Basti 227. Mount Rushmore bands or albums to introduce someone to Oi music.
Yeah, I think just go Coxbar. Just like that's fine. I had a friend, me and a couple of my friends opened up a Muay Thai gym in Florida, in Gainesville, and one of the members texted me and was like, "I'm thinking about getting into Oi." He has a child and a wife, and I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "What should I do?" And I'm like, "Dude, just listen to Coxbar. Like, you'll get it, Yeah. But
and if that doesn't do it, if Shock Troops or Guilty as Charged alone aren't signing the deal for you, it's maybe not for you.
Yeah.
then get the fuck out of here. But the Trouble, listen to the Trouble. Like just do that. You'll be fine.
Boston or England? Just do some Googling.
Yeah, figure it out.
You'll
be
find
fine.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best Adidas Samba color. This is from AG.
Athletic greens?
I mean, technically, yes. This is all from Athletic Greens.
I'm going black, dude. You don't got to be weird. I do. May I digress for a moment?
Yeah, you may.
Please.
Back when you're a gentleman, you're a bit older, you're around my age. When you saw a person with Samba sneakers on when you were 16, 17, 18, that meant something.
Yeah.
You were like, oh shit. Like that's crazy. It's either like some super cute girl who likes small brown bike, or it's this weird guy who's going to do something weird.
Who's better at moshing than me. Therefore, I need to
keep an eye out. Yeah.
Yeah. And Chuck Taylor's meant a thing. Like it was like there was all these subtle. If you had Samba's cuffed jeans and a carabiner, that meant something different than if you wore Samba's cuffed jeans and a track jacket, a Fred Perry track jacket. Like there's so much nuances. I just go black.
I mean, what you're saying about subcultures are just culture now. You know, everything is one thing and nothing means anything.
What I was getting with that is if you get the black Adidas, but you put the white laces, it used to mean something, doesn't necessarily mean anything anymore.
Aha.
Well said. Top 5 dog breeds. This is from Run the Jewels. The guy, not
the guy.
Yeah.
Aren't there 2 guys?
Yeah.
Not in this one. Not this guy.
Top 5 dog breeds. Mm-hmm. I've only had pit bulls. I think they're the most magical dogs in the world.
What's a sweet pit bull will change your life.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
My aunt had a beagle named Ginger. Wonderful dog.
Outstanding. Snoopy. Good dog.
Is Snoopy a beagle?
Oh, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Nice. You learn something new every day.
Pit bull beagle. Love it.
That's it.
What's your stance on Chihuahuas?
I met a really nice Chihuahua in 2015. Mm-hmm. Love that thing. Took a picture of it.
Yeah, come meet mine. It'll change your life. It'll change your perspective on this whole dog thing.
It is a thing where growing up, I only had big dogs, only ever wanted big dogs. Dated a girl who had a really tiny Chihuahua, and the first time that thing sits on your lap and just curls up, it just changes everything.
Nothing else in the world.
Yeah,
matters.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Carl Spackler from Caddyshack asks, is there any one place you love / prefer to do all of your writing? Anything in particular that gets the creative juices flowing?
Airplane.
Oh, nice.
Because there's fucking nothing, dude. I can finally be alone with my thoughts. I would love nothing more than to just go in a cabin for 2 weeks and just not talk to anyone. I might not get any writing done, but I'll feel a lot better. Yeah. But so like an airplane's like the second best, dude. When I'm on an airplane, like I'm kind of sad because I miss like my wife, or like just airplanes to me is always like is always just like there's something happening. It's usually a funeral or whatever, or it's a show. I'm excited. Like there's not just a casual.
There's an emotion attached to the travel.
Yes, you're not going to go to CC's Pizza and take an airplane there.
So fucking true.
Airplane, dude. It just clears all the shit, and then I start writing a thing, and then that's definitely airplane for me.
Phenomenal answer.
Interesting.
Andrew Tucker asked, favorite memory of playing in Outbreak?
Yeah, there's one I can't talk about, and there's another one that I can't talk about either. Mm-hmm. Those are probably my top 2.
Perfect. Outstanding.
Actually, you know what? When I was in Outbreak, the coolest thing, because the Drug Test and Outbreak did a tour in 2004, maybe. It was both bands' first U.S. tour. The drummer at Outbreak couldn't make it for some reason, so I played drums for both bands. And I knew when Drug Test was playing and we got a crazy reaction, that the Outbreak reaction is going to be fucking crazier. So it was just like a double whammy. That was pretty fun. And just going across, we were in a Winnebago that the singer of Drug Test's girlfriend's parents had. We were just pissing in that thing. It had a toilet. We would drink more water just so we had to piss.
Just to piss, yeah. Just
had
the opportunity.
We just thought it was a toilet. that just sorted itself. We were like, oh, it flushes. Like, it goes somewhere.
Going somewhere. Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
no.
by week 1, we were like barricading the door. The stench of rotten piss was just overtaking this Winnebago. That was a fond memory.
Outstanding. You'll never forget that smell.
And it was like sharp.
Yeah, ammonia.
It's sweet and
Spicy
sharp.
pee.
Spice.
Fuck, man.
Good
That's
job,
funny.
Champ asks, who are your top 3 skinheads, fictional or non-fictional?
I really like the what's that movie? This Is England. I like the show. The movie was cool. I like the show version. Mookie was a cool guy. I try not to look up to anyone. I try not to look up to anyone.
Out of fear of disappointment?
Yeah, and it's like, then what am I doing? I'm just trying to emulate this person.
Sure.
Like, I try not to do that. There are some, the first skinhead I ever saw just burned into my head. And then there's a couple other skinheads that I've seen in my life that are burned into my head. I try not to emulate them because they're truly horrifying. Yeah. I don't know. How am I supposed to answer that?
No, I think
I'm trying to be cool. I know the Patreon thing. I'm trying to be cool, all right?
You did great. JBL asks, worst birthday party you've ever been to? I really like this question.
It's a good question.
This is awesome. Yeah, I think there was this birthday party that I was not invited to. We showed up. I was making out with a girl in a bedroom, and one of my friends kicked the door open and said, "Yo, we got to get the fuck out of here." I got torn away from her. I was like probably 16, 17. I got torn away from her. Romeo and Juliet. I get outside. My friend is swinging a baseball bat. Chaos ensues. A plant goes missing.
Oh,
These damn plants again.
That was the worst. And yeah, I didn't know her aim. Like, so I couldn't. It was like a whole thing.
That is sad. That's a bad birthday party.
oh, AIM, like instant messenger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tragic.
That is tragic. You never knew her away message could have been longing and heartfelt for you, and you'll never know.
It could have been screaming infidelities.
Mark Armenta asks, if an alien came down to Earth and his first question to you was, what is a skinhead? How would you describe it?
I would punch him in the fucking eye.
Independence Day. Live for your fuck you.
Welcome to Earth, yeah.
Welcome to Earth.
That's the whole vibe. I saw that movie with my dad.
Me too.
Never been the same. Yep.
Never forget the people cheering when the dog, Boomer makes it.
Yeah.
In the tunnel.
Because it's like, finally.
The whole theater cheered. Everybody.
We're sick of the dog getting killed.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I thought, when I was a little kid, I thought a lot of things that weren't true. I thought that if it was a movie based in the 50s, that meant that the movie was filmed in the 50s. So sure. I thought John Travolta, who wasn't in Independence Day, I thought John Travolta was like 140 years old. I'm like, this dude's been in Grease.
Because of Grease? Yeah.
He's been in that disco movie. I was like, bro, he's in all this, like, I think that Alien movie came out after Independence Day. Kind of, I was like, this dude is 100 years old. Did you guys think that at all?
Like, the concept of a period piece was just impossible to you.
No, they filmed it all weird.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? How'd they get all these cars? Like, I haven't seen a car like that ever.
I definitely thought The Sting was filmed when it, like, in the 20s or 30s when it was in color. I definitely did think that, and then later on was like, oh, wait a minute. So kind of.
I love
That's
it.
just me being dumb, really.
Maybe you're right, and we don't know. John Travolta could be a lot older than we give him credit for.
I had a lot of ideas when I was a little kid.
Well, I'm glad.
I had an idea that credit cards.
Yeah.
Because my mom didn't tell me how a credit card works. She would just swipe the thing, and it was gold. I think it was American Express or something.
Sounds right.
And I was like, I get it, because they put it on the thing and so.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it. They give you a card with like a $5,000 limit, or back then I thought it was $200 because that's a lot of money, and that's the amount of gold you got on it. And then the grocery store shaves off the $7.85 worth of gold. I mean, and then they turn it into the bank.
That's as reasonable as the stork, you know?
No, I mean,
or actual credit cards.
Or
Yeah,
actual like commerce in Rome. Like they did do that. That is what they would shave precious metal off, and that's how you would pay. I mean, it works.
So I wasn't far off.
No?
What was your stance on unicorns as a young lad?
Did I like him?
I mean, I know you liked them. We all like them.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing remarks for the people here? We've had such an unbelievable conversation.
Yeah, I think if you have children, don't lie to them. Talk to them like they're an adult. I thought that Tooth Fairy was real. I thought Santa Claus was real. I thought Easter Bunny was real. I come home, I'm mad. All my friends are saying those things are not real. I'm pissed off. I go to my mom. I go, yo, Santa Claus, tell me right now, is it real? Is it real? She's like, you know what, sweetie, it's not real, but it's just the magic of it. There's no difference than, the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy. And I go, you're telling me there's no Easter Bunny or Tooth Fairy as well? What the fuck? Where do I get my bearings? So I think,
you're saying don't ever tell any kid that these three things exist? You're saying end the illusion of Santa Claus?
Or do you commit all the way?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. Like, when do I teach my son how to read the hands on a clock? I'm losing my mind. So I don't know. So how do I talk about, he's 15 months old, but how do I talk about Santa Claus, dude?
At month 16, you start doing the Coca-Cola St. Nick propaganda. You start showing him the red and white real quick in flashes.
What in the hell happened? Where did you take me?
He transported. Unbelievable.
What the fuck, man?
We were just about to sign off.
Sorry about that.
So many unbelievable life lessons were taught throughout the recording of this episode. But lastly, don't lie to your children. That's very important. Josh, Skull, thank you so much for being with us today. What an incredible time. It's a beautiful day. What a beautiful day is out now on Closed Casket. And the book companion, 28 pages, 25 pages. I see 28 and 25. Very conflicting.
That's for you to find out.
Okay, good. Records on an Island. Out now. Written by you. Designed by Martine Stewart. Did you take all the photos in the book?
You better believe it.
Wow.
I knew it. Check that out. Check it all out. Listen to Skinhead. Rewind this episode and listen to the whole thing, and maybe you'll learn something all over again. And if you're straight edge, you're a great person. We love having you. Skull, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, we ain't going to stop. Fuck you.
That's right.
Oh.
Live free or fuck you.
Beautiful.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.